Hey, what is up, y'all? Welcome to Anime Nights. Shout out to the crew, to everybody that's hanging with us tonight. I appreciate you guys. Man, I haven't been here in a couple of weeks because Anime Expo. By this time last week, I was like dead tired from getting back from Anime Expo. So my son took over, and from what I understand, you guys enjoyed it. He did a good job. Keep in mind, he's building out his anime channel. We add content over there, but it's his. And so we want to support him. So if you haven't subscribed to Anime Heads, do me a favor. Let me drop the link so you guys can do that. Do me a favor. Get over to Anime Heads. It is my son's channel. He's doing a good job. I think he's doing a good job, but he just needs to put out some more content. All right. He needs to get some more stuff going on Anime Head. So if you guys don't mind, if you haven't subscribed already, link is in there on the chat. Jump in, drop a subscription, watch a few videos. All right. We got our Anime Heads coverage on right now. Let me actually bring that up too. Or not our Anime Heads, Anime Expo. All right. Our Anime Expo coverage. Me and Name, and then me and Reggie and me, we did a lot of coverage of Anime Expo, and we'll do some discussion about that as well. It's the biggest anime convention, bar none, anywhere in the world, or actually in the United States. And it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's almost to the point where maybe it might get too big and they need to pull back on it. But while I look for that footage, let me go ahead and bring the fellas up. They've been waiting patiently in the back. Shout out to Name. He says, bring on Anime Expo 2027. You ready for that?
Bro, it's, you know what I mean? You're dead tired after it, but then, after, you get that rush. It's like, man, bro, it was really fun, in retrospect. There's a lot of BS going on around, but it's like, man, I'd rather do that 4 days again than, have to deal with whatever was going on in life. Because it was really fun, even though I was tired the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a tiring experience, man. A lot of walking, all right? And a lot
of sleeping at panels, bro. D and I were just like checking out at some panels, bro. I would just look over at D, and the man would be, if he wasn't eating, he'd be passed out, bro.
knocked out. I'm like, man, but you know what? It's worth it, man, because anime is life and is a dope convention. I'm gonna be at another convention coming up in a couple of weeks. Anime Matsuri, hanging out with my boy MMA. Chris Key. What up?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Yo, what's up,
Chilling, man. Chilling, yeah. Anime Matsuri will be there July 23rd through the 26th. My son has a panel, Anime Family Feud. We're going to be hanging out. And yeah, so if you're in the Houston, Texas area, somewhere around the end of July, come check with us, all right? It's going to be a lot of fun. Also joining us tonight, Brandon, the anime guy. Brandon, how's it going, brother?
It's going all right. How are you doing tonight?
Man, doing great, man. Yeah, so this is just a little bit of the footage that we got there at Anime Expo. And we'll talk more about this, but real quick, Name, when you see like these images and you see how much Anime Expo is just exploding right now, we'll talk about the attendance record that they set in a little bit. But when you just see how much anime is blown up, we talk about it all the time. It's global, it's mainstream. It is no longer a niche, something just for you and your close friends. No. Anime is gigantic. All right. And when you see this, what does it make you happy? Does it make you sad? Are you a little frustrated? Like, how do you feel about it?
Well, it's funny you bring this up. It makes me this video specifically makes me a little melancholic because this was the South Hall. And this year, the South Hall was just dominated by the corporate booths. In prior years, they used to have a lot of the third-party ones. But this year, because they took up so much space, all the third-party booths got pushed into West Hall, which used to be Entertainment Hall, where you would be able to game. DA's son knows all about that. He was always there, playing the games and stuff. But now this year, they had to push all the third parties there, and they had to move Entertainment Hall into a different section. So, it's just, like you said, DA, we talk about like where anime is going to need the funding because of various issues, whether it's on the production side or, because of the thing that we'll get into every week, piracy. But it is a bit sad because, with that comes the cost, as we've been talking about. Now that you're entertaining these big companies. Now you're just like, all right, man, you got to give me some booth space. You know, that Crunchyroll booth, even though it was in the back, it was really huge. Everyone, you know, beeline for it every day. So, you know, it's just a testament to how much power these guys have.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, again, you're talking about corporate. That's it, and I made mention of that. So somewhere in this video, I was walking, I was just like, everything's just corporatized. You know, you can tell.
It's like going to a new McDonald's. Everything looks like the banks. There's no innovation.
Like the one thing that I honestly like about Anime Matsuri is it hasn't gotten to this level. Crease, it don't look like this. It looks like a for the fans, by the fans. You know, it looks like something that
bro, they want to, you know, people love talking about gentrification, bro. This is real gentrification right here, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, from what the owner and his wife, they wanted to make it as for the fans as much as they possible. So, like, you know, it's less corporatized or whatever. Yeah, they kind of just wanted it for the fans type of thing. Like, they kind of put their own money into it more than anything. It's like a mom and pop type of convention type of thing going on or whatever.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, and it's 20 years, right? They're 20 years in. This is their 20th anniversary this year.
Yeah, 20 years.
But I just think that we're going to see this happening more and more. But look, it's a takeover. Anime is kind of dominating pop culture in every way imaginable. So at some point in time, everybody's going to start trying to get into this game, do the live action. We're going to talk about Naruto. I know you guys heard the news, man. Look, Chris already looking nervous about that.
I'm not a Naruto person, but even I know that's going to be stupid.
Why? Just call it human nature. Sorry.
Why?
You gotta get me this way. I don't like living this way, man. Like, come on, dog. Why?
It's the natural evolution of Hollywood, because Hollywood can only copy off of somebody else. They cannot do their own thing. And so, okay, what's big right now? What's popping right now? What is everybody talking about? Oh, they're talking about anime. Okay, we already got the One Piece live action. That's been relatively successful. All right, now it's time to do a live action and take it into theaters. It's the natural course of evolution when it comes to Hollywood. All right. They already ran through all the comic book properties. All right. They ran through all of those. They ran it into the ground. And now nobody wants to watch a comic book. They talk about superhero fatigue. It's just bad movie fatigue because these clowns don't know what they're doing. But you're going to hear this anime fatigue. Watch, get ready. Okay. They're going to be talking about some anime fatigue because they're going to run anime into the ground. We already know it. That's what's going on.
We already have anime fatigue with live actions. Like majority of the community don't like it. Like, I mean, there's only a handful, like the Rurouni Kenshin movies that are really good. Like, I mean, the samurai based in Japan, but like, you know, that's the only series that I will recommend wherever, you know. I couldn't recommend anything else.
Yeah. They're even butchering Avatar The Last Airbender right now. I couldn't even watch it. I checked out after season 1. I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm not watching this. And it is, everybody says it is utter garbage.
See, season 1, I thought, like, okay, they're at least trying to get the source material like correct or whatever. But then when my friends told me about season 2, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna attempt it. I refuse. Like,
bro,
I'm like,
the clips I've seen, it reeks of that Netflix. You know, it's like, the people aren't actually watching our products. So, like, you know, put in the script like what the plots that, you know, what you're doing in the plot to get, you know, just so the people who are secondhand viewing, they can keep up.
I knew it was gonna be bad after season 1 when they said that they weren't gonna do the Bong Sing Se arc, and I was like, that's literally the Empire Strike. You need that arc to get us to season 3.
Yeah,
nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good on all live action anime at this point. I'm good on it. I don't need to. I don't need to see
even One Piece. Even One Piece.
Even One Piece. Honestly, I think they did a good job. They did a fair job in season 2. I think season 1 was better than season 2, but I still thought, okay, good enough job. I ain't mad at you. I don't hate you for what you did, but I'm like, you know what? Let's let anime be anime. All right. Let's just keep it where it's at. It doesn't need to expand beyond that. But you know,
It's not
Hollywood
needed.
can't help themselves. They
Yeah.
can't. They gotta expand. They got and listen, Aniplex, the new CEO. We'll talk about that in a minute. He's already leaning right on into the live action. Stage plays. I think stage plays might be a little different though. I'm interested to see a stage play because I hear those things are starting to take off in Japan a little bit.
They've
Oh,
been doing
dude,
those
those
for
things,
years.
those things are sick, dude. I wanted to
They
go to
got
the
Sailor
Chainsaw
Moon
Man.
one. They got like
Yeah,
a Yu Yu Hakusho
they just got
show
everything,
one.
dude.
They got
everything. It's cool.
They got everything over in Japan. Like they stage
Yeah,
plays are
that's
cool.
different.
That's kind of different, but like I'll be nervous if they try to Americanize the Japanese stage play. That's
I think what they
Anything that
did.
gets popular.
What they did was when they did the Attack on Titan stage play, they brought back the original cast for a Broadway run for like I think one night only. My friend went; it was in New York. But I think if they do that, it's cool because I genuinely love plays. You know, I just don't like the kind of plays that we're seeing right now because you know I did like several semesters that I'm like, bro, this is not interesting at all. Why can't we do something cool like the stage plays that they're having? They literally just adapt it, and it's like it's cool in the way that they do it. So you know how in Demon Slayer they have a lot of like wall running scenes. What they'll do is they'll build like this. They'll build a little staircase, and then they'll use that to simulate the wall run. Like the staircase is the color, you know, of the wall, and it's built in a way that it kind of blends in, so it does look like they're running on the wall if you let your imagination go there. And it's really cool to see like the little tricks that they do to try to like, you know, recreate certain scenes. So I really like the ingenuity that comes from that kind of stuff.
These are just shots of the Crunchyroll area at
the Crusade.
Bro,
Yeah.
DA's favorite, bro. DA pulled up the VIP and they're like, oh,
Rita, yeah, I love
get on
Rita.
in,
What
sir.
you talking about, man? This was fun. She was asking for head pats. All right.
dude,
This whole little
DA,
thing, you can see people. She was asking
Dude,
for
DA,
head pats. Did
actually,
you see that?
like it was voiced.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you could hear her
cool.
voice. She was talking and she was asking for head pats. I actually had somebody, hey man, what is she saying? She's saying you can pat my head now, you know. So I had to, here's me. I had to jump in.
Damn,
I
public
said,
humiliation, bro.
all right,
Public
Taylor Rita.
Bro, DA public humiliation ritual? No way.
Hey man, no, Taylor Rita deserved it, man. She deserved
Bro,
them head pats. She did such a great job.
I'm surprised there was a lot of.
like you kind of did the. All right, I'm just
Dude.
gonna go in real quick.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna jump in and go.
Dude, I'm surprised there was so much sentence merch because at the Kadokawa booth, they are selling sentence shirts. There was another, I think a third party, but they had the license to sell official sentence merch. I was low key thinking about buying that one, but I had already spent so much during that weekend. I was like, I gotta
Look,
hold
you'll
out.
lose your wallet up at this place, man. Let me
Oh,
bring on
man,
another
bro.
member of the panel. Cyfax is in the house. What up, Cyfax?
What's going on, everybody? How's your day going? How's your Friday
Sure.
night going?
Yo, what's up, Cyfax? Where were you, bro? Was Anime Expo too cool for you or something, man?
No, you know what's funny is so the day of, like, some reason I thought I'd still be able to get tickets the day of because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure I would have the day off. I didn't realize because it was the 4th of July weekend that I get the day off before that. My work actually gave us the day off beforehand. And I was like, oh, cool. So because I was almost going to request it off. And then I didn't because I was like, whatever, I need the money. And then they were like, oh, you get the day off. And I even put it into the chat and DA's like, dude, they're sold out. And I was like, shit.
Dude,
And it was
you know what's
funny because
crazy?
I just got a new coworker at work. I barely met the dude and he was like, oh man, I got tickets for Anime Con. And I was like, this motherfucker's going and I'm not.
Cyfax,
And he doesn't even know anime like that. I was like, I went to talk to him. I was like, oh dude, you into this or whatever? And he was just like, he just blank. He just blank faced me on everything that I talked to him about. And I was like, this motherfucker doesn't even know.
Cyfax, you should have hit him with the sleeper hit, bro. You ask him if he was like, hey yo, did you watch I Became Friends with the Second Prettiest Girl in Class, bro? Depending on his answer, we'll know if he's a real
Nobody's
That's gonna
talking
get him
about
like-
anime. Nobody's watching.
Bro, we'll get
Nobody's
into it later,
watching that.
Cyfax, but dude, they were selling
Nobody's
tickets.
watching that shit.
They were selling tickets up until the night before. It's
They're gonna
crazy, dude.
just
We'll
they're
get to
gonna
it later,
like
dude.
put him.
No,
on
when I
weirdo
went,
list.
no, like Dia was right when I went and looked. It was this. I mean, every site that I looked at said it was all sold out.
Yeah, dude,
and the way that you guys are talking said that it was they actually oversold to where like it was like 6:30 in the morning on Saturday, and I believe it was DA put a message out there saying like, dude, the parking lot's already filling up. So I don't know if you showed up early or what, or you just happened to be around. You're walking because you got a hotel or something or what, but.
Look, shout out to
like a
Mac.
disaster.
Yeah, bro. He's
My dog Mac. Does the Anime Expo need a larger venue? We are going to talk about that when we get to that topic, because that is the scuttlebutt all over Reddit.
That was crazy.
Yeah. It's getting crazy. All right, but look, let's jump into the show. All right, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate you guys. We got a lot to discuss. First off, of course, we got to start with a little, some little icebreakers, just some stuff that I found to be pretty interesting and pretty cool, and I just wanted to bring it up. First thing is, Japanese voice actors really put in the work. All right, they really put in the work. Look at this one right here. So Chainsmoker Cat. Let me start with the one at the bottom. Chainsmoker Cat voice actress Yuko Natsuyoshi bought a pack of cigarettes and brought them to the studio so she could relate to the absolute terrible life of the main character of the series. She held an unlit cigarette in her mouth to get a feel. Oh, let me click that of how the character handled it.
Right there.
What's that?
That's Brandon's op right there.
Bro.
How the character handled it. And after the first episode, she stopped bringing it because the cigarette would crumble. So she just made the smoking sounds with her mouth instead. But yeah, they're dedicated, man. In Japan, the voice actors get into character roles by buying props and learning about the character's interests. Everywhere else, the voice actors post trans rights and groom children. It's like,
dude, I mean, they'll eventually get the animation right where, like, if she's smoking long enough, they're actually going to hold it in like a kind of like it's like a circle figure, and then you flick the end off with like your ring finger, like you're just like it's hard to show without it being on screen. Like, I don't know, I was a smoker for like 10 years, and you can tell somebody who smokes cigarettes and somebody who just grabs them at a bar when they're too drunk. Like, she smokes like somebody who's at a bar.
Shout out to Vagabond. That's my homie right there.
Yo, I love the dedication. Hail, Runaway Vagabond. I just love the dedication.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anime voice actors, man. Like, they jump in, they buy props, they get into the character, they don't slouch. Has anybody seen Chainsmoker Cat? I think it just dropped this summer, right? No, nobody's watching this.
No,
nobody's watching.
All right.
Chainsmoker.
This is one that I have to say is an absolutely disgusting and vile show, but not this one. This one's fun.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in a second.
So, this one. Oh, okay. I thought you were showing
Chainsmoker Cat. There's two ways to come at this. If you're coming at this the glorification of addiction, then I say fuck you and go rot in hell. If you're coming at this from the object of avoid this at all costs, then it's a 10 out of 10. And the whole reason why I say that is because addiction's a big problem. And if you let your addictions, whether it be cigarettes, whether it be alcohol, whether it be porn, whether it be anything, if you let it run you, you'll end up like this cat. And because I have a family history with addiction, and currently my younger brother is massively struggling with drug addiction. He has literally lost everything. The man was making like 6 figures. Wife, kids, everything. He fucked it up because he got hooked on shit that he shouldn't have. And now he's living out of his goddamn car. Pardon my language, I typically don't go that hard, but so that's why I gave the show the first episode the drop, is because it felt more of the glorification of it. But now that
it's glorifying addiction instead of actually addressing it in a
whereas now I see it through that lens, and if you look at it through the lens of don't be like this, it is a cautionary tale, especially that second episode. Holy shit.
Cautionary tales are good, man.
Let's put
I haven't seen it.
Daddy needs his fix. I know you're
somewhat excited about the summer season. You got a lot to say, so we will jump into that. But yeah, that was the first thing I wanted to bring up.
Bro,
just a little like, oh yeah, I
Like-
know the Mr. Voice Actor name down here wants to talk about it.
Remember the thing that we went to the Akane Banashi panel and we saw you know, the behind the scenes. I think, you know, that really highlighted the difference, I think, between Japanese and American voice acting, because Akane Banashi was really specified, you know, it's a Japanese traditional storytelling art form. They actually remember they showed the behind the scenes of the actress. They actually had her kneeling on a cushion and doing the lines. They lowered the mic, you know, down to that level. Whereas the American one, and that was really cool. She did it live for us, and she was doing it super fast too. That was a really.
She
cool
was
scene.
incredible. That actress is incredible for
Bro,
Akane
you know what's
Banashi.
crazy, DA? I think she's younger than me. She's like 21 or 22. She's been doing some crazy work recently, you know.
That's clean, man.
And then they showed a comparison of the English one where they just did it standing, and I was just thinking, like, you know, both of them were pretty good. You know, they both did it at the panel, but I think, you know, just that little tiny difference of whether you have, you know, your kneeling position or you're standing, because, you know, that compresses your spine, and that gives you when you're standing, you have more access to speaking power, so it's way harder to
differences.
And they had to memorize it. She talked about, the directors made us memorize like every story, and those stories are long as hell in the anime. So I think just these little differences, I think, are what separate, you know, the Japanese voice acting from the American. And I think if they were more willing to put their time into it, because, you know, I was hearing a lot of stuff over the weekend about how quick the turnaround has to be for dubbing. I'm like, okay, if you guys are gonna make this a sustainable, you know, market, you guys have to start putting time into it. You can't just be like, okay, pop in the studio, you know, record this. Okay, you know.
I think that's more on the studio. Like the studio wants to get that fast turnaround time, and I would think the best way to go about it would be to bring in the voice actors together. All right, bring in Japanese voice, but I mean, it's impossible to do. Think about it, man, because, you know, you're dubbing this into how many different languages, you know? Like you have so many different languages coming to dub it. I think it would be impossible to bring everybody in from Spanish, from French, from German, you know, whatever other languages are out there. It would be impossible to bring in everybody that you got to bring in. But I think at least for the English, because that's probably one of your biggest markets, I would bring them in.
Yeah, I mean, I know Justin Cook is like in charge of most of the stuff or whatever.
I see his name a lot on a lot of dubbing productions. Yeah, his name comes up a lot.
Justin Cook, he's like the voice of Yusuke Urameshi and Raditz, like off of Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z or whatever, but he's basically sort of like the Kevin Feige of Crunchyroll type of thing, just like tell him where you're going to be at, who you're going to be with or whatever. And I can say this, like, just as a person that watches a lot of dubs and everything, like, I could tell when some people are phoning it in, and I could tell when some people are taking it seriously. Like, when it comes to like the mainstream stuff, like Justin usually puts the heavy hitters out there or whatever.
His A team, right?
Like he puts in his A team. But if it's sort of like a mid-tier anime, he kind of lets the new people get under them or whatever. But like Demon Slayer and stuff like that, Zach Aguilar, professional. When he does Tanjiro, like I talked to Zach Aguilar and he said like he reads all the manga of Demon Slayer or whatever. He knows what's about to happen before the animation even comes out or whatever, because he needs to make sure that when he gets into that emotional state or whatever, like when Mr. Rengoku passed away or whatever, like you could tell that he studied that like all the time or whatever, because he said like because like Tanjiro was like his first time being the main leading role, and he wanted to nail it and make sure that the fans got what they got. Like he knows that he probably couldn't do as better at the Japanese actor, but he had to do his version of it and whatever. And like you could tell that he said like, all right, this is me. Yeah. This is my version of Tanjiro. I hope you guys like it or whatever. And he did. Like he crushed it or whatever. So you know, they both do hard work. It just depends on which team is he bringing in or whatever. So Yeah.
Well, in that case, you'll be happy about 2 shows from this season because there's 2 shows that I've watched 4 times, twice in Japanese, twice in English. And I'll tell you what they are when it gets to that time. And you will be a happy man. You will be happy.
We will get there. Look, I also wanted to ask this question, okay? Because, and this is one for everybody on the panel, all right? And all of you guys out there watching as well, all right? I saw this post on Anime Posts, Guess the Anime, and they posted this up. The anime and then the popularity. The anime is peak. It is amazing. It is great. It is one of the best. But it's not very popular. Nobody talks about it. It's not getting the love that it possibly should get. All right. And I mean, this could go in any direction. You can have a lot of different animes, but I just wanted to get everybody's personal opinion when it comes to something that you think is just absolute cinema, but the popularity just really isn't there. Nobody's really talking about it. It's like, how come nobody's loving my anime, man? Because I think it's great. So let's just go. I'll start. All right. I'll start. In my opinion, Kaiju 8 does not get the love that it deserves. I absolutely think Kaiju number 8 is one of the best anime that we've gotten, and nobody talks about it. All right. I think it got lost in the wash with Dan to Dan and Solo Leveling from like some of the newer anime. I think it just kind of got caught up in the wash. But like Kaiju 8 is fucking fantastic, man. All right. And as a matter of fact, hold on a second.
I mean, I got it on Blu-ray.
Look, when I was at Anime Expo, I had to get me one. I don't even buy these, man. I generally don't buy these. You know, the ones you see back there are just gifts from other people, but I had to get one. I had to get one. When I saw it, I was like, yo, this looks clean. So I said, I ran out.
How much did that run you? How much did that run you?
It was like a 2 for it was like 2 for like $40 or something like that. So I got this, and then I got
out of box.
And I got Hawks. I got Hawks from My Hero.
My Hero, yeah.
Was it out of box or was it new in box?
It was in the box. Yeah, I got the box somewhere around here. It was in the box. But yeah, I love Kaiju, bro. This to me is a sleeper anime. If you are not watching Kaiju 8, you're wrong. All right, but let's go up from here. Name what's yours in terms of dope anime, love it, but nobody watching it.
Come on, DA. Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it at this point, bro? You already know my answer.
Don't say vigilantes, bro. Don't say vigilantes, man. People like vigilantes. I don't want to hear that, man. Everybody's rocking with vigilantes, man.
No. You know what's crazy? I had this conversation with my friend a few days before I went to Anime Expo. There's so many anime that we watched in the 2000s and 2010s that never got a sequel because that was still in the incubation period, I would say, for the public consensus of anime, where it was known, but it was still niche. Like, you know, you're barely getting out of the, you got bullied for watching anime phase, and even then it's still questionable. But during that time, so many great anime were coming out, and they never got a season 2. Nowadays they would, but not, you know, back then they wouldn't. It's a sleeper hit, but there's an anime called Chivalry of a Failed Knight. It would have done crazy numbers nowadays.
It would now.
That season 1, it had some great animation. You know, it was a tournament arc style, and I don't know. I think nowadays it would have gone to season 2 because what they were doing with some of the fights were crazy. You know, you guys love like solo leveling. You know, you guys like these tournament arc style animes, dude. That one, it would have done generational numbers today, but because it came out in
Fallen Angel redo of a healer, that's a good call.
Redo of healer, bro.
It was only a matter of time before redo would be brought.
Oh man, redo Goblin Slayer. So many anime would not be made today, bro. They
Goblin
would not
Slayer
be
did get a second season. It just wasn't as good, but we need a third season because the stuff that comes after is so vastly better.
Yeah,
Brandon, I know the discourse for Goblin Slayer would be dropping your IQ if it came out today.
Oh yes, it would be. It would be dropping the IQ.
What you got on this topic, Crease?
So is like could it be? Are we just talking about like
any anime?
Any anime?
Okay. Yeah, any anime you think it's absolute cinema. It's peak, but the popularity is just not there.
Okay, then I will say, like if we're going old school, it's gonna have to be Wolf's Rain or whatever. I wish that one would have been like a bigger one, like because it was made by the same guy that made Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop or whatever. So like it's like a sort of like a werewolf slash like human anime. It's hard to explain or whatever, but like some of you guys probably have seen it or whatever. But I think that one could have been really good because the storytelling is solid or whatever.
What's the name of it?
Wolf's Rain.
Wolf's Rain. See, you guys know I'm adding to
Like,
my list.
it's probably Wolf's Rain as in REIGN or Rain
yeah,
as in.
that's how I spelled it. Yeah. Okay.
Wolf's Rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's pretty dope. And then if we're talking about new school, then I'm gonna say Ramparts of Ice or whatever. I love that slice of life anime.
Bro, MMA, bro, Kreese, bro. They had a panel where they're talking about it. The audience did that show so dirty, bro. I was like, man, you guys,
I love that show,
you guys
man.
are rude, bro.
That show is so good, man. Like y'all hated on my girl, man. Like y'all tripping. Yeah. Those are the two that I'll recommend right there.
All right, Brandon, I've been waiting on this. I want to hear from you on this one, man. What's the anime that is absolute peak anime but not very popular?
From this season, from what I've seen so far, would have to be this. You pop it up there for me.
All right, hold on. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Let's bring this up. What we got? What?
Iron Walk John. The first episode was absolutely fantastic. This is one of those lost 90s manga that just now, 30 years later, since its original release, is getting an anime adaptation. It is gorgeous. It is hilarious. It's food. It's wars. And at the end of the first episode, they actually have the producers do a spot saying, this manga was created in the mid-90s. It's going to have shit you snowflakes won't like. Too bad.
Dang.
You've been warned.
Dang.
Yes.
I like the sound of that.
I do too. But yeah, 27 volumes, 95 to 2000. It's got that mid-90s vibe, the mid-90s look. The animation is gorgeous. The characters are great. From this season, this would be my pick.
That's it. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Cyfax, it's on you. Big popular anime, maybe not popular, but absolute cinema.
Well,
what you got?
This is weird because like I feel like I don't hear them talked about enough, but they are popular enough to where people do know the characters in them, but I don't feel like they either watch the anime or they just know what the character looks like. So the simple one, or like the first one for me, is going to obviously be one that I always mention, which is Samurai Champloo, which Kreese mentioned earlier. Samurai Champloo, I feel that's one of my favorite. It's actually a complete story. It's like 26 episodes. It's a really easy watch. All the characters are very memorable. They're all good. They're all pretty great in their own way. It's a really easy watch, and like it was accessible to us because of Adult Swim or whatever. But I think the other one that stands out to me a little bit more, but even there's one character who's very specific in it that everybody knows who it is, but I almost feel like nobody's actually watched the anime and realized how good it was, which is Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon, like everybody knows it, but nobody talks about it or highly rates it, or like the people who've seen it highly rate it. But like the anime is great, but it's not that popular as far as like you never hear people really talking about it or whatever. At least I never do.
Maybe I'm in the wrong. In 2007.
It's very old, and it was a weird pace. It had a weird story, kind of like it was just an odd pace. Like they would end episodes very awkwardly or whatever. But it's like the characters are great. The overall story is actually really good. And it's something that I would like. It was like, for me, I would consider it almost like a starter anime that's really good. But
it is.
It's when people do watch it, it is a peak anime, but it's not super popular. So I think that fits perfectly in that category of that little graph you showed there. I think
Cyphex,
that's a great one.
That's what
Because
All you
I'm
have
saying.
to do, all you have to show is
because
Revy,
all
and then
that
everybody-
exactly Revy. I literally have a Revy tattoo right here on my forearm. That's why I'm saying it. I'm like, everybody knows who Revy is. They see the picture and they're like, oh, that's Revy, but they've never actually seen the anime. They don't actually know what most
Revy
people
two
don't know she's
hands.
actually Revy two hands. She's Chinese. They don't even know that. They just think she's a white girl in a short shorts.
She's
a
Chinese American.
Yeah. And they speak
what-
Mandarin or whatever. Like, yeah, it's like
But that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Cyphex. These new anime fans, we're losing the sacred text.
They don't
Even
know.
2010s,
They don't know.
22,000s, and we don't even have to talk about the older anime.
It's too old,
They're
bro.
not exactly, bro. I
it's
can't watch
it's
it.
actually
What's-
not though.
It's
It's
too
barely
old?
it's after
No, that's
2000.
also
This is less than 30 years old. That's I mean, come on.
Syphax, you're forgetting one thing. Most of these people came in during the COOF. They're all a bunch of retards. They don't know
Well,
their history.
also,
they don't care
the
about
other
their
thing,
history.
Also, a lot
You're
of these
right,
people
Brandon.
can't.
Yeah.
A lot of these people can't read, so they're not even watching it
Well,
in
that
dub.
too.
Because who doesn't watch it in dub or not in sub? I mean, Jesus, who is watching stuff in dub? Dude, I always been
This
watching like every time I turn on
Look,
Crunchyroll.
look, we don't want to insult the dub fans out there.
Hey,
We
look,
don't want
Crease-
to
we
insult
kinda
the
do,
dub
but not too
fans
bad.
like
Crease could whoop my ass, but I'll say this, man. Every time that I turn on Crunchyroll and it auto goes to English, it pisses me off because I'm like, I don't even want to know what you sound like in English because it's terrible. They
Well,
are
that's how they
so
were all
much. They're
originally
so much worse.
broadcast.
But that's how.
That's all that they
No,
would do.
no.
That's how
I'm
they
saying
would
for
broadcast them.
Crunchyroll. Well, maybe
Oh.
here in America.
Well,
I'm just
well,
saying
let
when
me-
on
let me tell you
Crunchyroll
this.
because
Any
I
of the
finally
stuff
got
that
it.
was
I was
shown-
like, why not?
Yeah,
Crunchyroll.
any
used
of the
to be
stuff that was originally
Funimation.
shown on
Crunchyroll used to be
Toonami,
Funimation.
that's the default. And
Yeah.
that's how most people recognize it and know it. Whether it be
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, whether it be Inuyasha, whether it
Yeah,
be
There's just so
Any of
there's
them.
so much
Ghost in the
there's
Shell.
so much
Yeah.
worse. Like the Japanese, like even with their like younger characters, they get a deeper voice. They sound more like they just sound more in it instead
I
of
mean,
just high American voices. Oh my God, what's going on, guys? And you're like,
Right, facts. It's
Jesus
funny you
Christ,
bring that
Ash
up
Ketchum
because
again.
It's fun.
Like-
It's funny you bring that up, Cyphex, because
It's
my
terrible.
cousin he went to the Black Clover season 2 premiere at AX, and he said the Asta Japanese voice actor, his voice actually gets better for Asta later on. Like he Asta has like that maturity. So he's
For
not
Black
he's not a
Clover,
Yeah, for Black Clover, he's not a squeaker.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like,
'cause
that's what
he-
my cousin
dude,
said.
the first season is for me unwatchable in both sub and dub. It's almost unwatchable.
Exactly.
Both voices are so annoying. I don't care sub or dub; they're so bad.
All right,
Exactly
let's
right.
move
Well,
on. We don't want to spend
see-
too much time on this topic. I just wanted to like get everybody's opinion on that. and
DA,
Yeah.
honorable mention, bro. Gundam, bro. Hop on, guys. Hop on, Gundam.
Gundam is an honorable mention.
I-
It's
I-
not
I
popular here as much as it is in Japan.
I'm
Yeah,
for-
all right,
guys.
look.
I'm forwarding the agenda. DA is gonna start soon. Trust, guys. I put him on.
Well,
Last one.
I've got
last-
one that's really cool.
Oh, you
Do
do?
you want to pop it up?
Uh,
This
oh,
is a
okay.
legacy IP that if you know it's Tenchi Muyo. Who doesn't love Tenchi? But guess what? We are getting a Kickstarter campaign with the original Tenchi universe director coming in to do a pilot episode for Tenchi Galaxy, which is a continuation of the Tenchi universe version of the continuity, also
Oh, that's
known as
dope.
the Tenchi TV show in Japan. And you know what? They got all of the original English voice actors back except for one. The one that did Ayaka. Yeah,
You got
she
the link
annoys
to
the crap out of me.
Do you
but,
have the link to the Kickstarter, Brandon?
I do, and
Yeah,
I
put
was
it in
looking
the
at it.
private chat so I can share it. Anybody that wants to support, I mean, they're closing in. What does it say? 400,000.
Yeah, their goal is
dollars.
400,000, but their stretch goals, if it gets to like 500, they're gonna reach out and try to get all the original Japanese VAs, and
nice.
if they get to 450, they will release it in 4K, both digitally and on 4K physical media. But
Snap.
this got a nice little video, and I want to play it because it's so cool. Check it out. Check it out.
She may be
Let's
the
watch
queen
it.
of the space pirates. but
Guess
to
who it
some,
is?
She's the queen of the galaxy.
It's Ryoko.
Oh, dang. That's the original. Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's her. Yes.
Hello there, Tenchi fans. It's Patria Burchard, the voice of Ryoko, with another exciting
That's the girl.
announcement. Thanks to the help of our amazing backers, Armature Entertainment is launching another Kickstarter campaign
It's a
to
little bit
create
older
a brand
or whatever.
new
You can tell
Tenchi
she's a
Muyo
little bit
anime.
older, but,
Tenchi
you know.
Galaxy is the spiritual sequel to
She
Tenchi
sounds the
Universe
same.
and
She still
follows the
sounds the
Tenchi
same.
gang as they travel to the space pirate homeworld in search of an artifact that was stolen from Jirai. In order to get it back, they must face Nimi, the space pirate
Vagabond,
queen.
you need to drop
What
like
dangers await them?
$400.
What connection does Nimi have to Ryoko? And whose side is Nagi on? Hiroshi Negishi, the director of Tenchi Universe, is returning to helm this special project.
根岸博です。セーバープロジェクトと 0G の方の代表をやっていま
I mean,
す
if。the original wants
で、
to
今
come
回の
back,
作品のことに関しては一応監督をやれと言われてますので、まあそういうポジションでやろうかなと思ってますけど。いやー、正直懐かしいですよね。まあ日本で言うとテレビ天地無用、ネギシ版天地って言われてるんですが、多分海外だと
So the original creators of this, they had a split. So there's basically 3 or 4 different continuities. The original OVAs, which did not have Kione. The Tenchi Universe TV series, which has all the characters, added Kione, but changed a bit of the lore, just a bit. And then there's some of the movies. The first movie and The Daughter of Darkness are tied into the Tenchi universe. And then there's been stuff that's come later that's more in the original line, and then the manga came later. So one of the few of the 90s OVAs that has in some ways stood the test of time but doesn't get talked about until now.
天地ユニバースっていうタイトルでリリースされてると思うんですが、まあそこで出てきたキャラクターとしてナギとか要するに剣王騎キョネっていうのが、オリジナルキャラクターとして出てるんですけど、非常に自分として見ても思い入れが強くて、まあキャラクターたちにもう一回触れられるっていうことに対することに関しては非常に自分として見ても、興奮していました。
Reward tiers for the campaign include a digital download, a physical Blu-ray, a unique steelbook design just for this Kickstarter campaign, and even more for the most dedicated fans. There are also
Get your
more
wallets out.
add-ons than you'll know what to do with. Sticker sheets, posters, patches, an art book, a vinyl record, and even a VHS version.
You're gonna put
for
it
a
on
proper
VHS?
named Tenchi Muyo
VHS.
throwback. All your favorite
Hey, I got a
familiar
VHS
voices are
player.
returning, and the project also
I don't even
features
have a
2
VHS
newcomers to the
player.
franchise, including Christina
I got the
Veen as
DVD.
Ayeka,
I got that
and Hulu
DVD
Live
slash
Advent's devilish
VHS
diva and
combo
virtual
player
idol
DA.
Narissa Ravencroft as Risa, the space pirate. Here to say a few words about the project is the president of AIC, Toru Miura.
AIC の三浦です。今回このプロジェクトに
Another big hitter.
はプロデューサーをやらせていただいております。基本的に鹿島君の作った世界をこういう形で、皆さんの前で紹介できるというのは非常に、嬉しく思っております。この作品は、いわば、日本のアニメーションの、第2ステージ、第3ステージあたりになるでしょうか。非常にOVA という形でオリジナル作品ということで世の中に出て、非常に日本では大きな反響を呼びました。ただやはり、日本のアニメーションが世界中にどんどん浸透していくということの中で、次のステップとしてはやはり海外のクリエイターと共に
Spread the word of
天地無用の世界をさらに大きく広げていくというのは、非常に作品にとっても幸せな
So
ことだと思い
basically,
ます
it's
ので、
just like trying to put the band back together type of thing.
Basically, continuing where the Universe series left off, which was probably the most popular version of the continuity.
この、作品といいますか、この、タームに限らず次の大きな展開を、望んでおりますので、今後とも応援をよろしくお願いいたします。
If this campaign
I mean,
is successful enough, Armature
so
Entertainment will work with Miura
I love
and
this, man.
Negishi to develop a full-fledged
That's the
anime
ultimate
series.
goal.
The
right
carnival
there.
has returned. But how long is it going to last? That's up to you.
Oh, Stacy
Thank you
down.
for all your
I mean-
tremendous support.
He'll be back.
Until next time.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing that,
I
Brandon.
just-
That's dope, man.
Yeah, I just like how he went back to like so original that he filmed himself with a VHS tape. I mean, like back when it originally was out, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the attic, dust this shit off, and like I'm gonna put this on the internet. And you know how many transfers he had to do to get it to be digital, dude. That guy went through some dedication. You got to give him some love.
Yes.
Look at this. Ronnie says, can anyone recommend any free anime websites or streaming service? Are you trying to pirate anime, Ronnie? Oh my God. We don't. How dare you, sir?
DMs.
Yeah,
we
DMs.
don't ask for that in the public forum like that.
Bro. We don't do that around here.
What are you talking about, sir?
Hit us up on our DMs. We don't do that.
Yeah, we got you covered, bro. We got you covered.
No, but
DMs allegedly. Allegedly.
Going back to the topic, I think it's interesting that nowadays creatives have so many different ways to pitch their work. You know, we're seeing mangaka put their work on Twitter for free. We're seeing these creatives be like, you know, we're gonna do a Kickstarter to show the studios that, you know, there's an actual interest in this project. So because, you know, if you think about it, they weren't going to make this because they're so deep into the new anime pipeline. You know, they're so booked with all these like new releases that they probably wouldn't have given this a second thought. But now that you have a Kickstarter that's doing money, they're like, okay, you know, hold on, we might be able to do something with this. So I think just fascinating how the anime and manga landscape continues to evolve as creators have, you know, find different options to market themselves. And
how far away was that, Brandon? It was
it's at 376. Just from the time that I loaded the page for this show till now, it's gained about $2,000 and about 15.
Some of you guys are throwing in.
Oh yeah,
maybe some of y'all
I'm
are
definitely
throwing in.
throwing on it.
Hey, look, I love it. All right, like you said, Name. It's a way where the fans, you know, can get what it is that we're looking to get. So I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. One more, because we haven't even started the show. We have topics to talk about. But before we get to the topics,
we learned too much from...
look, here go Name interrupting me when he know I'm trying to get there.
Bro, we learned too much from Crunchyroll, bro. Have you seen those Crunchyroll pre-hype shows at AX, bro? They just a lot of yapping before we get to the content, bro. We learned too much from them.
You're right.
What's your first thing we talk about, DA?
we gotta talk about this. Even though it is an anime, we gotta talk about Godzilla -Zero. We got the trailer. Let's watch it.
Yes.
Dude.
Godzilla 核攻撃にも耐えるそうですな。それは人間のやっていいことの範疇を超えてる。あんた自分で一体何してるのか分かってんのかよ。
Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
The way he came popping up out of that water, man. Bruh, I am so pumped up for this movie, man. This is going to be like one of the biggest movies for the year for me. I got to check on something. I'm going to let you guys talk about that trailer real quick. I'll just play it, honestly, in the background while I got to step away. I'll be right back. I'll just let this thing run. You guys talk about it and discuss it.
Play it one more time, and then we'll go.
Yeah, I'm just going. Well, it'll just play without any volume. But anyway, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. So check it out. Like, this is the perfect example of what a trailer should be. It explains nothing of what is actually like happening in this movie, other than you know Godzilla is there. It's after the first movie, and apparently he ends up in America eventually. That's it. That's kind of all you get. Like, it's obviously after this the events of the first
straight
movie.
To the point.
It's straight to the point. It gives nothing away. And this is how trailers should be. This is how they used to be. Like, you wouldn't be able to guess what's going to happen, other than there's going to be obviously infighting between people on how they're going to deal with this situation. But obviously we know as the audience or whatever that, there's going to be a different threat, just because it's Godzilla. And it's only because Godzilla has been around for 60, 70 years or however long it's been And that's because it's been around so long. We know Godzilla is going to have to fight something else. They don't even show it. They don't even really hint towards it at all. And it's like, what a I think that's brilliant. Give us less while wanting me to give us less while making me want to see it more. I love that. I love that idea. But all these people give away their whole movies in a 2-minute.
Exactly. It's just like it's.
Good.
It's like you said, Cyfax. Less is more. Less is more, and this works perfectly.
And to your point, Cyfax, I think it also highlights a big thing that I really liked about the first film. They barely show Godzilla in the trailer. They want to hide the cool scenes, but also because I think what worked about this one that doesn't really work with the Western Godzilla films is that the human characters are actually compelling in this one. I actually liked their story. Yeah. I was more invested in that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. With Godzilla Minus One, like that was the last movie in the last probably 5 years after Endgame, right? Or like within the last 5 years after Endgame, because I was many of us were Marvel fans or whatever. We probably saw Endgame multiple times. There's great scenes.
No, I actually
you wanted to. No. Well, no, I actually do too. Like in the end, it's all based on a rat. If the rat wasn't there, then the movie wouldn't have happened. It's stupid, but there's scenes in it that are fucking iconic as hell, and they're amazing. Yeah. That you can't deny that. That's no problem. That's whatever. The movie is not as good as Infinity War, whatever, but still. But when you go to Godzilla minus one, it's like that was the first movie in a very long time that I was like, I went to the theater like 3 or 4 times. I think it was 4 times. I saw it 3 times, and then I saw it in the black and white version when they released that.
Wait. Hold up, real quick. Has Cyfax been talking the entire time I've been gone?
No. No.
Sometimes Cyfax can go, and you be like, "Yo, what are you doing, man?
Dude, I don't scream
I just
that
had
much
to ask
anymore.
because when I left, you was talking, and when I came back, you was talking. And I'm like, I hope
you're in a time loop. I think you got to refresh your page. I think you're delayed. You're delayed, DA. You got to refresh your page.
Am I delayed? All right, hold on.
Nah, I'm just kidding. He actually left.
I was responding to people. Jesus.
Oh wow!
I'm just fucking. Look, I'm just messing with you, Cyfax. I'm just messing with you. What's up, Stacy? I ain't said what's up to you, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just got home from work, and DA, I had to support the fam, bro.
Hey, let's check it out. What you got?
You got the DA shirts.
Nice. Hey, the DA got one. Oh, you got what else? Yes, sir. Anime here is the black version. Yeah. Love it.
I also
and you got a red
version too, because I was like, I have to get black and red, man. Those are mine.
Bro, DA, you afraid of Aniplex copyright, bro?
Gotta support the fam, man.
I'm not worried about nothing.
Okay,
you're too small. They ain't gonna find us.
Rock in the chat. I don't know how many times I got to say this. If Cyfax wants me to get a shirt for him, he needs to reimburse me. Otherwise, he can get his shirt himself.
Cyfax got a shirt in my car right now. We've
actually ran into each other a couple times. I just keep forgetting to ask.
Oh, you know what, Supergirl? I had it in the car.
We were just there, and I was just he forgot, and I was like, eh. Yeah,
that's
on me. Super, bro.
It's not like we haven't seen each other. We just forgot because it's
no. You're right.
It's literally it's just an online joke at this point. But at the same time, I'll rock the shirt as soon as I get it. As soon as I get it, I'm gonna rock the shirt.
Bro, Cyfax. The reason DA forgot to give it to you at Supergirl was that he loved the movie so much he had to run home and make a scream about it immediately. Bro.
I couldn't wait.
No, you know what he did? He went home and he spray painted it, and it made a giant Supergirl signia, and he's gonna give it out to a fan later. Like that's what he's gonna do.
61
he was so
people in the chat right now. Let me say this. Make sure you hit the like button. All right, 61 folks in the chat. Smash the like button. We are finally an hour deep into the show. And we're finally going to get to the first topic.
Let's go.
Which is crazy to me. But that's how it goes sometime. All right. We just get to talking, and next thing you know, it's like, oh shit. Yeah, maybe we should start doing some topics. All right. So
we learned a few things from Crunchyroll, man.
Yep. First
You could
official
hit your
topic.
super chats first if you want.
Oh, you know what?
yeah.
Thank you, Brandon, man. 'Cause look, I'm a super chat forgetter, and I will forget about them. And thank you for mentioning that. Let's go ahead and run through the super chats. The Runway Vagabond for $5. Hail and konnichiwa, everyone. Thank you very much.
That's the homie right there.
Konnichiwa.
Ninjas at night, baby. Ninjas at night. Shout out to Vagabond.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Appreciate it, man. For the 5, man. Thank you very much. We got Nick Knack for $10. Hail to UDA and your awesome crew. I'm at WB's working on a set for the beginning of the beginning scene of Man of Tomorrow. Really?
Wow.
So you working on Man of Tomorrow? Hey, look, go talk to James Gunn for us real quick. Hey, go holla at James Gunn and say, hey, James, can you get this universe like steered on the right track? Because, bro, right now you're dropping the ball, man. Supergirl was hot. No, I don't want you to get fired. I'm just trying.
Yeah, don't do that. Like,
don't do that. Don't listen to me.
James Gunn's probably lurking as we know.
Bro. Look, don't let him listen to this part. Nick Knack says, I'll be listening, by the way. Lupin the Third still hasn't been mentioned by you. Opinions yet? I have mentioned Lupin the Third. I just haven't finished watching it, but I've mentioned it.
It's cool.
I just haven't finished watching it. And I will get there eventually. You know how much stuff there is to watch?
Lupin the Third is cool.
I'll say this. Out of everything that came out of the 70s, Lupin the Third is probably a top 5 show.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Agreed.
Okay.
I've seen part 1. I've seen every part so far except Lupin the Third, part 0. Like it's hitting on all cylinders. It's goated.
Man, you guys know DA. He's like these new anime fans. He can't watch anything before 2020.
No, come on, man. Come on, Name. Don't do me like that.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Demon Slayer came out in 2019. Sorry, DA.
Thank you. Thank you to Nick Knack. I'm dropping your emoji in the chat. If you are a member, emojis for Nick Knack. All right. Nick Knack is one of my top supporters. So give her some love. Give her some emojis. Thank you very much, Nick Knack, for all that you do. What was you about to say? No? Okay. We're moving on. Shout out to Mac. Now it's known for $1. Mac, one of the best follows on Twitter. Okay. I always bring him up. You guys saw me yesterday. I brought up something that Mac dropped for us. Mac is always giving us good information on what's going on out there. He scours the internet, finding the best stuff for us to talk about and pay attention to. He links up all of the top YouTubers. And so I really appreciate Mac for what he does. Everybody give Mac some love. Give him a shout out as well and give him a follow on X. Shout out to Mac. We got Ruby Who. Ruby Who with 1 gifted membership. Thank you very much, Ruby. Ruby also has her own emoji. All right. And whoever got that emoji, got that gifted membership, make sure you give Ruby some love because Ruby, I mean, she is one of the top supporters. She's always coming through and always gifting at least 1 and sometimes the super chat as well. But she takes care of business and we appreciate her for that. So thank you very much, Ruby. For the 1 gifted membership. And then finally, we got Pitts Bucks 1999. DA, sorry to take this to One Piece, but how we feeling after this last chapter, Gear 6 incoming spoilers?
It had to happen.
I'm
not that far, nothing. But it's pretty obvious.
I think the way things are going,
he's got to get it.
Go ahead. This is 1999.
We're going to end up hearing about. We're going to hear about Gear 10. We're going to hear about Gear 10 before he even gets to the final island.
Possible. Yeah. Although supposedly they're in the final arc. Supposedly.
I mean, everything. Like, I mean, he has a current anime. He has a current live action anime, and he has a current like a new one that's about to be redone anime. Like Oda is probably like like cooked right now, like on One Piece. Like I think he's like out of it. Like, and he ain't just, but he doesn't want to say anything or whatever. So
Yeah, no,
he
I
just keeps
agree.
on signing off on. I think he keeps on signing off on stuff, and I think Toei probably had to sit him down, saying like, dude, I know this is a lot of money that we're making off of it, but we got to end this thing. Like it's time. It's like taking Old Yeller.
I don't know, man. They
the back of the yard.
bro.
It's like, I'm just saying.
Detective
We could go
Conan
another
still
20
exists.
years. What you mean?
I don't know, man.
What was that, Brandon?
Detective Conan still
I
exists.
forgot about Detective Conan.
Exactly. Exactly.
Doraemon still exists.
Bro, I don't know. They got Dragon Ball, bro. I think didn't that come to an end, and then
But
they're like, "Hey,
but
yo,
the thing about it is named like Dragon Ball knows when to take a break though. That's just the thing. Like they
True.
finish the series off,
Yeah.
and then they'll take like a 3 or 4 or 5 year hiatus, and then they'll drop some more new Dragon Ball. That's why. That's the difference, or whatever. So,
Hey, yo, thank you to all the super chatters for everything that you do. We'll see what's up with One Piece. We'll check that out. We'll see what's up with One Piece. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get the show started. Shout out to the super chatters. A little All Might for your life. All right. Top anime of week 1 of the summer. Look who took first place. The Saga of Tanya the Evil season 2 has just kicked off. And we saw that. We talked about the first episode a couple of weeks back with Anime Nights over at Crunchyroll. So we saw that. We talked about it. Great episode. Love that episode. It's followed up by Mashuko Tensei season 3. Jagdugar, a witch in Mongolia at third place. Grand Blue season 3 in 4th. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You season 3 at 5. You and I Are Polar Opposites season 2 at 6. Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You at 7. Sparks of Tomorrow at 8. I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day at 9. And The World Is Dancing at 10. A lot of shit that I'm not watching. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm only watching Tanya the Evil, and I'm also watching Smoking Behind the Supermarket. Other than that, I'm not watching any of these. All right. Anybody? Look, Mushoku Tensei, I haven't got caught up. I've heard it's
All
good.
right.
I haven't got
You've got your work cut out for you. Because
I got my work cut out for me, but
good.
I locked in. I started reading about it, and I was like, okay, I need to watch this. All right,
Yes.
I need to watch this. So I got it flagged. It is going to be on my watch schedule. So I will be checking that out. Jadugar, we saw that over at Anime Expo. Me and Name watched that. It was all right.
It's
very
different.
It's different. It's definitely different, but it was all right. You know, I gotta let it grow on me, but it wasn't terrible. But I don't know. And then the rest of them, anything that jumps out at you guys in the top. We lost Name. What happened to Name? Anyway, he'll make it back. Anything that jumps out at you guys with the top 10. Any surprises?
I'm gonna check out Masuko Sensei or
Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah,
Jobless
Mushoku
reincarnation.
Mushoku Tensei, yeah.
The-
I haven't
You'll
seen
have
it.
to get it dubbed. You'll
Yeah.
struggle with it in the Japanese.
yeah.
No, the first season of that Mushoku Tensei is it's very weird because it's very perverted. Like there's a lot of perversion stuff in it. Like it's like that's the
Dude,
one that I'm
I've been
catching up
watching
on right
anime
now.
I've been watching.
No, no,
anime
no.
for-
You're not going to have
no,
a crop increase. You'll
No,
be fine.
what I mean is like, dude, no, it starts off with like the guy at a very young age, like basically a kid to his adult life. Like it follows his adult journey while he was reincarnated as a virgin dude at 35. So he has a mind of a 35 to 40-year-old as he's going throughout the series. So the stuff that he's going through is a little warped. Like it's very weird. That took me a second to get over because the main storyline is actually very good. Like the stuff in the background, like what he's actually going through is very good. That shit is that shit gets very weird. Don't get me wrong. We're all anime fans. We know how this can be weird.
Anime is weird.
It's very weird. Once you get past that stuff, Tensei, it becomes there's very good stuff in it overall. But
it's
I
not
was
Bible
like,
Black weird. It's not
weird. There's not chicks with dicks and goblins raping people. Sure. Wow. Jesus. But it's like, dude, it's still a mind of a 35-year-old and a body of a 5-year-old looking at women ogling them. That's kind of weird.
I get the point.
No, if you got all of your memories, of course, a 35-year-old loser virgin from Japan who dies in a very terrible accident gets a second chance at life. Yeah, you're still gonna have some of that, but you know what? Within the first 2 episodes, he learns to overcome a massive phobia that he had while he was still a Japanese man. He has massive growth. All that I'll say is this. You need to watch it. You need to binge.
He's still
it.
a creep. I'm almost done
so
with.
good.
I'm done with season. I'm almost done with season 2. He's still kind of a creepy dude.
It's like I'm almost.
Everybody got their own opinions on it. All right, what else jumps out at you guys?
That's just facts.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that's missing. That whoever's voting in this needs to have my size 13 boot up their ass. There's only 2 shows on here. Maybe Sparks of Tomorrow, but since that's on Netflix, I don't have Netflix anymore. I don't feel like sailing the high seas for it. Beyond that, the rest of them are either, Grand Blue is, from what I understand, is fine, but it's a continuation. The 100 Girlfriends is, I watched the first 2, was weird. Smoking is good, but it's not a top 10. The rest of them are not top 10. Here is the true top 10. DA, if you'll bring up my list, please.
Brandon's like he says like piss list.
This is
Brandon.
Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
All right, what we got?
The true top 10. Ghost in the Shell. Period. Watch it in Japanese if you can. Watch it in English because the English dubbing is fantastic. It is as good as the original film. It is as good as standalone Complex.
Whoa! Oh,
watch it.
Oh,
really?
That sounds good, but I can't
Big
watch
words.
it on principle. I can't watch it on principle because they have that one guy that was talking about that. Oh, we need more DAI casting, and he's taking that white roles. They have that guy.
Set it aside. If you can't do the English, do the Japanese name. You'll be fine. Besides, you will be fine. But it's Kreese that won't be. He needs it in English. The English is good. If the Japanese is like a 9.5, the English is a 9. Ghost in the Shell, by far number 1 this season, as far as the new. In the returning category, Mushoku Tensei, it's another 9.5. The Saga of Tanya the Evil. That's all you have to say. And as you can see, she's still psychotic, but even more so now that she's got a whole entire army at her command.
Oh yeah.
That's a top. Next, Cleavitus. Another returning show. Skelly.
Skeleton Knight is so good.
Oh, it is.
I'm mad that I slept on that for as long as I did. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's another one that's easy to watch in Japanese and easy to watch in English.
That's one I cut up in the last couple of weeks, and that one's fantastic.
Yeah. The first episode was a blast, and I can't wait for the second. As far as the rest, of course, we've got our returning shows, The Drops of God, fantastic. Bookworm, fantastic. The one that probably made me laugh the most is going to be The Forsaken Saintess and her foodie road trip in another world. It's goofy. It's fun. She gets summoned to the world, and what's her power? Survival and a camper van. It's funny.
Okay.
It's, it is what it is. It's popular manga, but with some of these guys, they don't translate too well. But as far as one that's new that I absolutely adore, Iron Walk John, because it's a resurgence of the 90s look, the 90s feel. Ghost in the Shell is 80, 89, 90, 91. Iron Wakjan is mid-90s. With Tenchi Muyo, that's 90s. The look of it is what is selling it, and it works very well. That's why I like Cleavitus, because Cleavitus looks like it came out of the 80s, and it's bloody fantastic. The Frontier Lord, yeah, this one's a fun slice of life. What happens if you take over a empty plains, and it's good. And I think for my honorable mentions, I would have to do the Exiled Heavy Knight knows how to game the system. The animation in this is beyond fantastic. Holy
I
hell.
love Exiled Heavy
it's
Knight.
So good.
I love Exiled Heavy Knight. I've watched the first 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
That
right.
one's going to be
loving
really,
it.
I
If
have
you're
a feeling
fantasy,
it's going to go really well. Yeah,
it's going really well so far. If you love fantasy anime, I think that's going to be the best one.
Yeah. And it really does set the bar really high for fluidity, which, sometimes they don't have the money to do. They've got the money on this one, and it works. It looks so
the
good.
animation is different. It's definitely, fan servicey.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like the fan service, Exiled Heavy Knight, you can't go wrong at all.
And for the waifus,
I don't know what happened to Name. Name keeps disappearing on us.
His internet's being stupid from what it sounds
is that what
like.
it is?
And
okay.
Probably.
For Heavy Knight, I like it because
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead,
What were you
Steve.
saying, Stacey?
apparently his internet's kicking the bucket too.
Everybody's internet is struggling.
I do like I love Heavy Knight.
Okay.
We understand that part. Yeah, we got that.
We having some internet issues. Hopefully everybody gets them straightened out. All right, look. You mentioned Ghost in the Shell, Brandon.
Yes.
Ghost in the Shell, one of the great anime of all time, has resurfaced in 2026. And now there's a lot of controversy around it. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. There are some people out there that are a little miffed. All right. So they're showing the camouflage scene, famous camouflage scene. We're all familiar with it in Ghost in the Shell. And they're showing the differences. All right. Oh, hold on. This is the 1995 and the 2026 versions. All right. And so I'm not going to play the audio. I'll just roll it. But you see a difference, obviously, in the artwork. All right. There's a definite difference in the artwork, in the character design, everything.
Yeah.
There's some people that absolutely hate the new design of Ghost in the Shell. And some people saying, look, 95 did it better.
And here's
I like both.
Here's the deal. The ultimate deal. Oshii was the one that directed it, and he made the creative changes because Shiro Masamune allowed it.
Yep.
It is a standalone film, and it definitely is more muted in its tones, muted in the brightness and the vibrantness of it, and more introspective as opposed to the original manga. The original manga was violent, colorful, brash, loud, and Science Saru understood that. That's what they were going for. They are the most accurate out of all of them. But I've actually got another thing popped up of the 4 different main varieties of the major, just to show the differences between the original movie that was done in 95, the standalone complex series from the 2000s, the newer series from 2013, and of course the current. As I said, what we're getting right now is manga accurate to a T.
Yeah.
It is the original. It is. Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
And out of all of them, because it is manga accurate, it has to be classified as the superior product because it is manga accurate. It doesn't mean that I don't like the film any less, because it's one of those films. It was at that time where if you were getting into anime in the 90s, you saw it. That's the gateway. If you got into the 2000s or the Toonami, you saw standalone complex.
Yep.
So Yeah. It's the most accurate according to the manga itself, and it's very fan service heavy. And it has been a very interesting Discord around it. There's a lot of people that have been mostly trashing the newer one because for whatever reason they've got it stuck in their mind that the original is the only way it can be.
Yeah.
But I've had a few people that I've seen that have said the opposite. They were trashing the 95, and I'm like, why is anybody trashing either? Oshii knew what he was doing. He knew the type of movie he wanted to make.
Yeah.
And it was more along the line of what he did with the Patlabor movies. Very introspective about war. And in this case, what does it mean to be human?
What you
Somewhere
got there,
I've got
Priest?
my original DVD. I've got it somewhere, but
Yeah,
I've got the 4K movie. I've got the 2 standalone complexes.
Yeah, I got the standalone complex, got the original DVD and the 4K version. FYI, just watch the DVD, in my opinion, because the 4K and Blu-ray transfers are kind of garbage, in my opinion. But you know, to each his own and everything. You know.
See, I didn't mind the transfer, but once you mentioned it, yeah, they did clean it up a bit too much to make it not feel like it was transferred to film. It may have seemed more like a digital modern production.
Yeah, but yeah, I love Ghost in the Shell. I don't have a problem with the new animation. I think it's pretty dope or whatever.
Oh, it's fantastic. Science Saru, they're killing it. They are absolutely picking up, laying them down, laying waste.
It doesn't look cheap.
You see some of the discourse.
Yeah.
You see some of the discourse here. This guy, the first guy, Rafa Simons, why is it the old versions are usually better than the new ones? So apparently he prefers the older version. 1995, strayed from the original. Oh, let me make sure I get this. 1995 strayed from the original content in the best way possible, in my opinion. And the 2026 is a return to the creator's original style. 1995 version is an absolute masterpiece and tends to overshadow the original work, but they are both good in their own way. See, I'm kind of, I actually like the fact that we're going back to the original. I like the fact that it looks more like the manga and it like tapping into that versus just playing upon the old style. Because again, we've already got 95. So give us something more manga accurate. And I'm okay with that. You know,
we've never got before. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this guy says the new version is completely unnecessary. I mean,
smack him. That's worthy of a size
really
13.
Is a butthead.
Yeah.
Says, hey, well, I do wear a size 13.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so I enjoy.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It looks great. Like, do you just want a redo of the same old? Like, nah, give us something that looks different. And I don't have a problem with that.
And then,
but I also don't
actually really
disparage those that think that the original was better. If you came in, because a lot of people came into anime with Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was like a lot of people's, baby's first anime. That's how they came into the proper. Okay, I get it. If that's how you found anime and this is like a sacred piece of art to you, I'm not mad at you. But understand what they're doing. You got to also understand that, but they're actually going back to the manga and they're trying to be more manga accurate.
Yes.
But yeah, I listen. First episode, fire. Loved it. All right. Absolute cinema. Loved it. Every episode. And the humor comes out more with Kusanagi's character. She's funnier. She's more lighthearted. It's not the same as the original Ghost in the Shell, which I enjoy. I enjoy that aspect of it. So, I understand some people like, hey man, Ghost in the Shell, the OG, I know it. I love it. I've watched it a million times, but I don't see why people are, kind of bent out of shape over it.
I think that some of those people want to just be bent out of shape for the sake of it, because I've only seen the first episode of this, and I'll tell you this right now, I've seen every version of Ghost in the Shell. If you take them for their own thing, it works perfectly, especially since this one's manga accurate.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
it just works.
I mean, if we're gonna keep it manga accurate and you're a fan of it, like I'm not gonna say that you can't complain, but like like, and Brandon just said, like, it's the superior product. You like, it's like from the source material. You're complaining about the source material, man. Like, you know,
You don't get much
Like,
more accurate.
pretty
than
much.
that.
right. Yeah, the closer you get to the source material, the more accurate you are.
it's like,
You know, I saw this posted up.
to the original, like he always says. Like,
Yeah, that's what I always say, man. Get as close to the original as humanly possible, and they did. The Ghost in the Shell director Moko-chan explains why Science Saru's Motoko is different from the 1995 film. Our goal wasn't to emphasize Motoko's cold mechanical exterior. Instead, we wanted to project her internal self and personality directly onto the screen. Unlike the stoic, brooding Major Motoko Kusanagi from the iconic 1995 film, Science Saru's version embraces her hot-headed, expressive nature as depicted in the original manga. For audiences who have only experienced Ghost in the Shell through the lens of those darker, more stoic on-screen iterations, this brighter and more dynamic energy might come as a bit of a shock at first, but rest assured, the core themes haven't shifted at all. Yeah, and it hasn't. At least, you know, I've seen one episode, so I can't really say how they're going to.
There's only just the one so far.
Yeah, but so far, the first episode.
oh, they're doing weekly.
Yeah, weekly on
Yeah,
Prime Video. All right, Amazon Prime.
As you should. As you should.
Well,
So,
it gave
yeah,
me a chance to watch it 4 times. So
There you go.
But yeah, Ghost in the Shell is doing great so far. I don't know what happened to Name. Name was ready to do his anime Expo recap. So I don't know if he is unable to make it back because he had a lot to say on Anime Expo, but I'll recap it because, you know, we went and I was there. And I'll say this about Anime Expo. It is a event that I feel like every anime fan could probably go to at least once. We're going to try to get everybody on the panel to Anime Expo next year. All right. 2027. That is my goal. All right. Now I'm buying badges. You guys got to handle your airfare and your hotel, but I'll take care of the badges. So badges on Derek. All right. You guys got that. I will make sure. Look, this giant Pikachu was fucking annoying. He was in the way. If
I was there, I'd be like, if I was there, I would have told Ash, "Hey, get your damn Pikachu, dude."
Just because of that, Derek, I'm flying from Burbank to LA just because of you, man. Like it's gonna be brutal.
I always wanted to go to LA.
I don't think there's a flight for that, but you know, I'll make it work.
I always wanted to go to LA. I mean,
all I said is I'm getting the badges.
Cyfax.
I'm getting badges. You guys got to handle your own airfare and your own hotels. Look, Cyfax ain't doing all of that. But yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna hitchhike to the train station and get there on my own. I swear.
But it's a great event.
Think sticking the. I don't.
I'm not trying to derail
Name is trying
Jesus,
to get in
man.
here. I think. I don't know. I see him popping up here. Like there he is, but it looks like he's got some internet issues. So we'll hang out and wait and see if he can get in. He's trying to come in. Hey,
Cyfax, before Derek continues, I don't think sticking your leg out is gonna. I don't think sticking your leg out is gonna work, man. If you're gonna try to hitchhike,
sticking my leg out for what?
All right, but Name, look,
hitchhiking, trying to get a ride.
Give me your thoughts, Name. If he can hear me, can you hear me, Name? He might still be trying to get his look. He's on a potato computer, man. His computer is trash. We might need to. We might need to get Name a better computer than what's.
I'm over here saving.
Where is Ash Ketchum? Get that damn Pikachu out of the way.
So this is what we need to do. This should be the goal. So we get Anime Heads monetized, get Name a anime channel, and then also get him a computer too. So that's 2 things that we're working towards.
Yeah. Look, he's coming in every which way. Look, there we got 2 names.
Dude, let's do a
GoFundMe.
Let's do a GoFundMe.
Bro.
I don't know.
Let's go, bro.
Seriously, let's do a GoFundMe. Let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and put $100 towards Name's computer.
Bro, Stacy, you got to take care of your own computer first, bro. I'm good, man.
Yeah. Hey, at least I can.
It's literally 56K calling out fucking 124. What are you doing, guys?
Bro? It's that meme homeless guy.
What is
calling
going
out
on?
Homeless guy, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Like, hey man, I got a bag of
Hey,
Doritos, but I got a family size version. Like, get the fuck out of here.
This is that meme of all those Spider-Men looking at each other going, "You."
Look, Name, this is early in the morning because, you know, if you was trying to get from the South Hall to the West Hall, it was never this easy. All right. I'm walking like, you see how everybody is coming from the other direction that I'm walking? That's everybody going to the main hall. I started in the main hall in the South Hall and moving in the other direction. But this is early in the morning. This is like at 9 a.m. By the time you get to noon, there is an absolute wall of people no matter where you go, man. It is too packed at Anime Expo. It's ridiculous. And basically they're saying, yeah, man, we are at the point now where they're breaking subscription or attendance records. Anime Expo 2026 reported a record-breaking 422,000 plus in attendance.
Sheesh.
Anime's getting big, y'all. This thing just keeps getting bigger every freaking year.
Well, they oversold it too. They oversold it for the capacity that they have there.
Yeah, and I was trying to tell Cyphax. Earlier.
They do the same thing for MegaCon.
They were selling it up to the night before the convention, so July 1st, you could still buy it. Like my cousins.
Well, that's what's crazy. Like DA, you saw. I was in the chat the day before on because I all of a sudden I realized I had Friday off, and I was like, hey man, I might come out. I just need to get a ticket, and everybody was like, it's all sold out. And I looked, and sure enough, it was sold out. Like it wouldn't let me buy a ticket. And because I had a coworker who was like, "Hey, I'm going to the Anime Con or whatever," and I was like, he just started working with me, and I was so I don't know him that well, but he was like, "Dude, I got my tickets like a couple months ago, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, cool, man." I was like, "I plan on going too. Maybe I'll see you out there." And then I went home after work that day, and I went to look, and I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And you guys were like, "It's all sold out," and I was like, "Dude, shit!" Like, I couldn't go. Or I mean, I'm sure I could have found some third party way or whatever, but
dude, those lines are crazy.
I'm not going out to LA for that bullshit. Like,
this is the outside trying to sell it.
No, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere. Look, and there's a lot of like you see some gotcha games right there, man, which is kind of cool that they do. They bring a lot of Japan into Anime Expo, so it's fun. You'll see.
So DA, did you tell them this is? Oh, hold on, I might be delayed.
Go ahead. Here we go again. Name always popping out.
Well, we got Brandon.
Yeah, Dan to Dan. There was a nice little Dan to Dan display, which was kind of cool. But again, the reason I'm showing you this is, again, this is early in the morning. This is at like 9 a.m. All right. So this isn't even 1/3 of the amount of people. And you can see how packed it is. All right. People, and this is first day on Thursday when a lot of people are at work. People are still like Friday and Saturday are the bigger days. This is 9 a.m. on a Thursday morning. All right. And it is absolutely jammed up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many people come
DA, am I delayed?
Go ahead, Name.
Or is it good?
You're good.
I was just gonna. Did you tell them that this used to be the entertainment hall, but because it was so big this year, they had to push all the third parties. You see, D's walking around. This is where the computers and like all the consoles that used to be at for if you wanted to chill. But now because they have they
used to have gaming in this hall. So there was like a big gaming section where they had, like my son, all he does is play video games. And so the gaming section was actually like across the street. They had to move it out because it's too much. They also are doing some construction to the LA Convention Center, so I don't want to take that away from it. They cut off a big chunk of the South Hall, so they had to migrate some of the South Hall over to the West Hall, which is this hall. So that's why you see like Kaiju 8 and you see Dan to Dan. You see some other like big name properties over here. This was primarily just gaming, entertainment, and a whole lot of other vendors. But they moved them all out of they moved the gaming out so that they can make room for all this stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's a huge event. And like I said, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. It's getting to the point where people are starting to ask, do they need to move venues? Because it's always at LA Convention Center. And I'm pretty sure Name has a opinion on that. Do you think they need to move venues at this point? If you're bringing in 422,000 people, look, the Anaheim Convention Center is bigger. I'm just saying it's a bigger venue. You can put more people in there. What do you think, Name?
Look, it's either two options. They either cap the tickets, which they're not going to do because they, money, 400,000 people, that's a lot of money. Even if you're selling a one-day pass, I think that, starting is going for like 55, 60. So that's still a lot of money, but they're going to have to move the venue, I think. And they won't. I know why they won't, because Little Tokyo, they want to keep it around the area for the culture. But I think it's just better because DA, we saw it throughout the weekend. Even my cousins were like, yeah, we got to move it to Anaheim, bro, because we were seeing a lot of crime, because there's AX. And then once you leave AX, there's downtown LA. And that's a huge, huge difference once the security is not there. And the security's already like less
What's
than
cracking, cuz?
Well, downtown.
I would say during
What's good, homie?
No, downtown LA is like
Bro,
it's starting to feel like you. If anybody's ever gone on like a cruise ship, right? Like I went to like Escondido or whatever, like Mexico, and like you go down there, or Escanada, I should say. Sorry, my bad, not Escondido, it's Escanada, and like you go down there and they literally have certain blocks blocked off when you get off the cruise ship, and they're like, do not pass this area. That's what it's like going to some of these things when you're coming to visit certain parts of LA. It's like, do not go past certain streets. Once you go past there, we can't protect you.
You're on your own.
That's what LA is becoming. It's like, hey, do not go
we're
past.
Gonna have to figure out
this
something.
Street,
We might have to all have to if we're bringing everybody on the panel into Anna, we might just have to.
Oh no, I'm gonna go to.
We might have to all chip in for like a hotel, like literally right there. I think with all of us, we could probably say, hey, let's all chip in, get a hotel, so we're not wandering the streets of LA. Because it can be a little sketchy. But here's the thing. Anime Expo might just be too damn big for its own britches. And it's bringing in a lot of people that probably really aren't that big of an anime fan. This guy said, that's why I stopped going. Too many people and too many anime tourists.
Don't
a lot of tourism going
DA,
on.
bro. DA, I told you.
Oh, I already know now.
The first day, bro, they were having a twerk off on the, where the South Hall is, right?
I remember. Yes, you told me about that.
Dude, it was. People were trying to leave and like people were having a twerk off, and I was like, bro, what are we doing? Like, come on, it's already bad enough that I'm just trying. I'm tired. I'm trying to get home.
Twerk off at an anime con
dance.
It's ridiculous. Anime going mainstream was the worst thing that could have happened to us.
Yeah, I think Brandon is trying to leave, and you're not letting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Brandon. My bad. Brandon, man, look, I know the voice ain't happening tonight. Thank you for making it, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for making the show even better. 101 tomorrow.
Yeah, and nope, wrong side. Hold on. Crease is going to be on there.
Nice.
Yep.
MMA Crease King on Anime 101 tomorrow. It's early in the morning for me, but I do listen. All right. I will be tuned in and I will be listening. Everybody get over to Brandon, the anime guy, subscribe. Do we have mods here? I'm pretty sure we got mods here. Cyfax, you're a mod. Share that out. Hey,
Yeah,
everybody,
we're here.
thank you very much. Rockefeller, I see you out there as well, man. Share out Brandon's deets. Brandon, anything else coming up?
No, we finished up most of the previews, although I think I am going to do one last set of preview videos specifically for the returning shows now that I've seen the first 1 to maybe 2 episodes. And other than that, just cruising along, doing pretty good, having fun. About beat Pragmata, finally maybe going to beat it this week. Otherwise,
nice.
anime is 20 episodes deep this season, so I'm going to be watching a lot of anime. So,
thank you very much for
Thank
making
you.
it, brother. We will be
Absolutely.
listening tomorrow morning at, I know it's 7 a.m. my time. Make
Yes,
sure
it
you
is.
guys are locked in. Thank you. Brandon, the anime guy. He's out of here, man. Everybody get over there, support Brandon. Dragon Master, thank you for sharing the deets along with SciFacts. We will be listening to Brandon tomorrow on Anime 101. All right.
Take care.
Getting back to Anime Expo, name, let's kind of walk through this thing, man. All right. Me and you went, okay. Anime Expo, every major announcement worth knowing, from solo leveling to edge runners. All right. I did sit in on the Studio Trigger panel. That was fantastic, man. Lots of great stuff on the Studio Trigger panel. But yeah, let's go ahead and just go through some of the big I don't know why these ads popping up. The big announcements. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle hits Crunchyroll July 28th. All right. So we got that. Solo Leveling Beyond the System movie. So we're getting a movie, not just another 3rd season. It's going to be a movie. Solo Leveling Beyond the System. You guys probably have already seen the trailer. That was announced at Anime Expo. Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2 premieres its first episode. I didn't see the first episode. I listened to the panel from Studio Trigger. It was phenomenal. All right. It was absolutely phenomenal. I love that. Was my favorite panel to sit in on was the Studio Trigger panel, because it was just creators just geeking out over creativity, which I love. Okay. Number 4, Kagurabachi. Me and Name saw the first episode. Look, I was so
I still got it, bro. I still got it.
You still
Bro,
look, I was so locked in.
The envelope thingy. I still got it. Hold up, am I delayed again?
Look, I had the look. This is what they get. They give you all of this stuff, right? They give you all of this, merch, man. I got this big ass Kagurabachi bag. They were advertising that thing all over Anime Expo, man. It was nuts. But after that first episode, I had to. All right, I had to go out.
They turned. You're a Bachi bro now.
I normally don't do this. I normally will wait until the anime drops, and then afterwards, I will go back and I will read the manga after the anime drops. That first episode was such a banger. I'm like, I got to get these right now because that shit was crazy, man. Oh, the manga's crazy, Jay Sims. Okay, I'm looking forward to it, bro. All right. The only problem is when I ordered it, they sent it out of order. So this is like episode, like this is what? This is 4, 6, and 7. So I need to wait for 1, 2, 3, and 5. But when I get them all, I'm about to binge them. I'm about to read them all at the same time. Bro, and I might do.
You should.
Bro,
you should
I'm
buy
so
it.
pumped up for this shit.
You should go to that. You should go to that store in downtown LA. They Kinokuniya. They sell it. You could, you could have bought it physically, but
Maybe.
I understand you don't want to go to downtown LA. But I still have the
I'm
little
looking forward
envelope
to
they
it,
gave
bro.
us for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that was the what was it? The yeah. They're on a world tour.
So it's the Kagurabachi World Tour. So a little context behind this. This is the first time I've ever seen any company do this. They made, before the panel started, they handed out these envelopes, and you have to put all your recording devices in there. Your phone, any mics, like anything. Like if you couldn't fit in there, you have to put in your backpack. I've never seen any studio do this. We're talking about Demon Slayer didn't do this. Witch Hat didn't do this. Chainsaw Man didn't do this. JJK didn't do this when they were showing you footage. This one, they only had 20 minutes to show, but they're so tight-lipped about that 20 minutes. They're like, hey, bro, put it in there. We're not playing. And so they've done it, AX, and they were at Japan Expo in France, in Paris, this week. No leaks so far. No leaks. They've kept it under tight wraps, but man,
I mean, you got to give them credit for that, man, because it's got to be hard to keep something like that from leaking. You know, to keep something like that from getting out, that's got to be pretty hard. But look, me and Name, we actually did our Kagurabachi out, I guess, out of the theater. All right. This is me and Name. We did our Kagurabachi out of the theater review, discussing it. It's a great first episode. You can get over to Anime Heads and watch it and hear what we're talking about. I cannot wait until this thing drops. I'm so pumped up for this, man.
I'm still kicking myself for not asking the guy, because I don't know. You see us look. I hope it's in the video because we looked at the side, because the actor for the main character and the staff walked by us while we were recording. And I was like, yeah, I should have asked them for a signature. They probably would have given it to me if I asked them, low-key. But dude, that first episode was crazy. I think it is a strong contender for Anime of the Year next year. It is a really strong contender based off the first 20 minutes alone.
If it lives up to that first episode, I'm all in. Number 5, Witch Hat Atelier Season 2 is already in production. Number 6, Black Clover Season 2. Dated for October. All right, that's coming. This just around the corner, bro. This is gonna be crazy. Akira returns to theaters in 4K.
That was something
I
was looking forward to.
Akira?
Now I'm gonna watch that.
Ooh,
no. I'm looking forward to Akira, but I was looking forward to hearing information on Black Clover, because I'm sitting here reading the manga and I'm like, I want to see Asta face off against the Paladins. That's what I want to see. And hopefully we get some information about his father in there, because I haven't gotten that far in the manga yet.
Well, I can't tell you anything about it because I haven't seen it, but my cousin went to the panel and he said they improved the animation.
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
I can't wait until Black Clover Season 2 comes out. Can't wait for that one.
I love Black Clover. Yeah. Akira returning to theaters is going to be big. So that was another big announcement. Delicious in Dungeon. I know that was the one that Brandon liked.
Good one. That's a good one too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Season 2 is coming up. That's going to drop in October of 2027. Steel Ball Run's second stage starts September 25. So they talking about it. JoJo Fridays are back. 11 weekly episodes on Netflix. And then finally, number 10, Ghost of Tsushima. We're going to get an animated adaptation of the game. So that's what were some of the big announcements. Name, what did they miss, man?
They didn't look. They got all the big ones because Demon Slayer didn't show anything. Even though that was a crazy one. My Hero, they were just celebrating the anniversary. JJK, they were just celebrating the anniversary. Chainsaw Man, all they had was a stage play. I think the booth they weren't even advertising Assassin's Arc as far as I remember. The Mappa booth, they're advertising the Chainsaw Man game. So a lot of the heavy hitters this year, there were no shows, sadly.
Yeah, it wasn't there was a lot that they talked about. I did this one with my nephew Reggie. This is the Gachiakuda panel recap. I thought this was good. A good panel recap, just kind of talking it out, but nothing really, no major announcements, with this. We just know that they're going to do a second season. They talked about a little bit about the animation and the voice actors, but that was pretty much it. But yeah, good anime expo this year.
DA, they should have put that Kagurabachi premiere in the Peacock, man. The diamond, it was stretching out, and we know that the security was a mess all weekend because DA on day 3 he couldn't get into a morning panel because the security was an absolute mess. They didn't know how to separate the lines, but it was terrible. Kagurabachi, it was out of control because DA and I, we were speculating the whole time, like, hey, how long like before the actual panel starts do you think we'll have to camp? Because they have a no clearing policy, which I absolutely think is bullshit because you can just sit in certain rooms for the entire day and they just don't want to, they won't kick you out. So some people I saw, they're camping like 5 hours before the panel. We got in the panel before, 2 hours before, which isn't that bad. But the fact that that's an option, because there's a huge line. It was actually wrapping around the hotel for Kagurabachi. A lot of the people got turned away because the hotel rooms aren't as big as the Peacock or the crypto arena.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to reconfigure. If they are going to keep it in LA at the LA Convention Center, they got to reconfigure what they're doing because it doesn't make sense. Because look at this, man. Like, again, this is from 2028. All right. So this is 2008. I should say not 2028, 2008. This is what it used to look like at Anime Expo. And then this is the exact same hallway. And this is what it's like now. 18 years later. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
These guys are a bunch of tourists. Majority of
it's
them.
a lot of tourists. It's a lot of people that just picked up on anime, like you guys were saying, during the pandemic.
Keep at all costs. No plan. Where am I?
All right, look, let's move on.
think there's-
Let's talk. Oh, go ahead.
I think there should be a 1 year.
A 1 year.
I think there should be a 1 year ban on all new anime fans until they actually get it, and then they go, "Oh, okay." So this is why a lot of people want to gatekeep. Fine, let's do that. There needs to be some kind of barrier.
Secret code. The secret society.
And I mean, this is, yeah, no, but like Jay Sims asked a good question. Like every year, more and more anime is mainstream now. Is that
Yep.
In some ways, it's a bad thing, but you're kind of happy to see some of these, like, you could talk more anime now. It's like, it's not weird to talk about anime. Like, I mean, I'm trying to imagine when I was growing up,
I mean,
if I was watching anime, I was called every name in the book. It wasn't like it was, oh man, you're a normal person because you watch anime. Bro, when you was coming up in the 80s and the 90s, if you watched anime, you was looked upon like you was weird, you was different. Now it's mainstream, so you can watch anime and I was wearing this shirt, right? Look, let me show y'all this. Let me say this real quick. I was wearing this shirt. All right, out in the wild, Fairy Tail. Somebody recognized it. Hey, nice shirt, bro. I was just wearing it, and I throw shirts on like this, and somebody absolutely recognized, oh, that's Fairy Tail. Okay, cool. And it's mainstream now. But think about this. If you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, you knew how much shit you got for watching anime or anything of the sort. You got shit for it. You got laughed at. You got dog. And girls, man, girls wasn't talking to you if they found out you watched anime. You can forget about it. You ain't getting no action from them from these ladies. But now those same ladies back then, they would be cosplaying now.
They're trying to get.
You know what I'm saying? They would be dressed up like that right now, man.
It's the MCU phenomenon. They only like the surface level stuff.
Yeah.
They're still not into the comics or.
I get it. They're not deep down in the, but it's not like you're not looked at as a weirdo. Let me put it that way. You're not looked at as a weirdo. See, y'all growing up right now, y'all don't know what we went through when we was old. When we was old geeks, y'all don't know. You had to like hide your comic books. You had to hide your anime love. You couldn't just get out there and just speak about it freely and openly. Like, oh man, I love anime. No, now it's accepted. It's socially acceptable, man. You don't know, name. You just a youngster. You have no idea how hard it was.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to me about this. I got bullied for liking Marvel.
Even a little bit of
heat. Your bullying ain't the same, dog.
Bro,
your struggles ain't my struggles, bro. Your struggles ain't my struggles.
Bro, I was called the F slur for liking these things, bro. Come on, get the hell out of here.
Your struggles ain't my struggles, bro.
Okay, come on. Tell me, DA. You
are you talking about a fairy? Were you called a fairy because you
rep that shit and you say
if you rep that shirt, I'm calling you a fairy. Yes, absolutely.
You wasn't getting stuffed in the trash can.
Nothing's changed. Nothing. So that's the thing. So you prove my point. Nothing's changed. It's just that the list.
No. Name. It's not on the. We didn't look. Name. Look. Anime Expo would not have looked like this in my era. I'm sorry. It just would not have looked like this, bro.
It's not even
fucking close, bro. It's mainstream. It's acceptable. I'm walking around. Like I said, I walked in a grocery store and they recognized my fairy tale shirt.
Name, how old are you? If you don't mind.
24.
20. Yeah. Sorry, kid. It ain't the same, dog.
Yeah, dude. Name.
No, hold on.
You guys aren't hearing my point. You guys are not hearing my point. You guys are not hearing my point. If you watch anything outside of the mainstream, you're still gonna get looked at differently.
But that's the point. This is the mainstream. This is mainstream now, Name. This is where it's at. Everybody's talking about high school kids, adults, all the way up to my age are all like, yeah, anime is dope. Everybody's doing that now, but if you go back 30, 40 years, it wasn't like this. It wasn't even nowhere close to this, bro.
Dude, hold on. Can I also just point out the other main fact about the shirt that you just fucking posted there, which is like it's an obviously pretty gay looking shirt. No offense, like whether you like that anime or not, it's super. It's super gay. I'm not. I'm actually. I don't. No, but that shirt specifically is very gay looking. Jesus Christ. Give me a break. There's awesome looking fairy tale shirts out there that don't look super flamboyant and look like
wait. Hold up. What's gay about this? This is their
exactly.
This is the tattoo.
I'm literally proving the point here.
That's
I'm
not
proving
gay.
the point here. That's what I'm saying. There are plenty of shirts out there that don't look gay as the one that he just fucking threw out there. Like if that's a fairy tale shirt,
and that's what I'm saying. You guys
look.
Have
if you're a DC fan and you rock Superman shirts all the time, and then you rock like a super flamboyant fucking Harley Quinn shirt, you're still a fan of DC, but it's gonna be like, hey, maybe you lean a little bit more feminine. You go a little bit more feminine,
bro.
I'm speaking facts here. I'm speaking facts.
All I was gonna say is it's not the same.
It's not the same, man. But the point that I'm making is the mainstream nature of anime makes it like possible to now just go out there and flaunt your anime love, and nobody's going to look at you with a side eye. Or you'll find more people that be like, yo, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, I like that anime too. You'll find more of those type of cats nowadays. Back in the day, oh hell no. Hell no.
Torture.
No. It was a
DA is not wrong.
It was torture, bro.
DA is not wrong, because here's the thing. I say it like this. I was like in elementary school and I grew up on the Power Rangers. Anybody wearing shirts or anything that basically had the Power Rangers like coins on them, you
were made fun of. That's what he's gonna say.
And that's what I went through that too.
He knows exactly what he is talking about.
I went through that too, bro. Come on, bro. You guys are just pulling the H card on me. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You guys are the most. You guys have become the bullies, bro. You guys.
He don't know.
Bullying.
Name don't know.
He don't know. Nah, hell no, bro.
He never experienced. He's never experienced real.
You live long enough to see yourself become the villain, bro. And you guys are the villains now.
Never experienced.
You clowning.
Never experienced true bullying. He never experienced true bullying, dude.
You don't know. Name talking like a. You talking like a dude that ain't went through it like we went through it, man.
You never went through shit.
Oh my god, bro! You guys are okay. You guys want to see all this?
Just by the visuals, I can see like, look, back in the day, you would have been clowned on for that shit. Nowadays, I would be like, yeah, you could probably get away with that shit. Back in the day, hell no,
bro,
hell no.
You guys clown me every week, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
We clown you because we're there's a difference. We clown you because we're your friend.
Wait, look, let me read this. I like this one. Shalifi said, let me put it this way. Kids saw it as their duty to beat the tar out of you as a favor because they felt they were helping you from other people who would beat up on you more. Facts.
This is
all right. They're like, man, look, I'm going to kick your ass so you ain't going to get your ass kicked.
That'd be like, hey, this kid already got his ass whooped. He doesn't need another beating.
No, we got him. Don't leave him alone.
Don't worry about it.
We took care of it. We took care of it.
We fixed the problem. We fixed the problem.
Oh man. Back then, it was Stephen King bullies, bro.
You don't know.
You don't know the struggle, name. You don't know the struggle.
No struggle, dog.
Bro, you can't tell me that, bro. I went through that Power Ranger struggle too. I was
You had mean
Ranger
words, not mean fist, okay, and not in a sexual
I got
way,
beat
dude.
up over, bro. I got beat up over it, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You can talk to any of my old friends who.
Everybody got it. Everybody got their anime struggles.
You guys are assholes, man.
All the fans got their anime struggles. Something else that's going to struggle. This thing right here. Live action Naruto movie is in pre-production. Oh shit.
Why? Just call it human nature.
Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who's directing Spider-Man Brand New Day. A global casting search has begun to cast Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura.
Believe it.
I'm like, please stop. I'm tired of the anime live action.
No,
it's not gonna work.
That energy. You want love. You love this mainstream anime, don't you?
I don't like the mainstream. I like the mainstream in certain elements, Dane, but I don't like the fact that they're going live action with Naruto. To me, this is sacred ground. All right, you want to do some other whatever. But to me, like honestly, if they do it as good as they've done One Piece, I might be all right with it. But
have you seen the Bleach one? They already did live action Bleach.
I didn't like it.
I feel like Bleach is around the same kind of, maybe not as sacred as this, but at the same time.
Well, no. Bleach, Bleach, One Piece,
it's up there.
And Naruto.
It's up there.
They're the big three. That's the big three. That's the big three.
Yeah.
Bleach, Naruto,
so it's like
and One
Bleach
Piece
has already been done.
So we're gonna get those eventually.
Yeah, so Naruto. I mean, it was almost destined, right? Like this is the last one in the thing.
Listen,
you know,
this is their plan. This is their plan. If the Naruto, let's just say, for all measures, this Naruto movie does good, or whatever. Let's just say, in theory, or whatever. So you know what? It did great, or whatever. They're trying to get to do. They want to redo that. They want to run that back with that Dragon Ball movie. That's what they really want to do. They want to run back this. They want to run back with Dragon Ball or whatever. They want to make a actual good adaptation of Dragon Ball. Let's be honest with ourselves. Naruto is the sacrifice. Like if this don't do good,
dude,
okay,
they gonna be in the Dragon Ball.
No, look. If Naruto doesn't do his like what's the new jutsu called when he summons a bunch of naked women or whatever, and it's not like a Sydney Sweeney sexy jutsu, and it's not a bunch of Sydney Sweeney lookalikes, like and with Naruto's face on it, all like shitty looking, like which would be hilarious. But it's like if you don't do that and you don't do it like a lady that looks like that. Come on, for one, you already know they're not doing that. They're not doing that at all.
Oh no,
and it's like. Dude, absolutely. No. And it's like you gotta put the whimsical stupidity of like a young child's fucking mindset into this character as they're growing up. You gotta do that. And also it would mess a bunch of adults up too. Like the idea of that, like they're never gonna do that.
They'll try to make this like a 3-part movie or whatever. Like I think the final movie will be like Sasuke leaving the Hidden Leaf Village or whatever. If this one does good, if I'm figuring out how they're gonna do this type of thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they could cut that part of like his growth out of it in general, and they could still make a decent movie, but they won't. They still won't. Like just the fact that they would skip over stuff like that to show the growth of the character, because that's a growth moment. These are growth moments in this character's development and whatever. Obviously, it's childish and ridiculous. They're never going to do it.
They want to do a Dragon Ball movie, a live action Dragon Ball movie with that actually people like, or whatever. But I say that Naruto is the sacrifice movie. Like they want to see, they're gonna put out Naruto.
Dude, they've already sacrificed Bleach. They've already sacrificed Bleach.
No, you're not
because,
listening.
I mean,
look, we remember that, right? We remember this Dragon Ball evolution bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is the great year.
They want to run that one
everybody.
Back. They want to run that one back. That's why I say they want to.
They want a mulligan.
Yeah,
they want a do-over. Okay,
yeah,
we'll get it right this time.
Yeah,
no, the fuck you won't. No, the fuck you won't.
So how are you going to say it's a sacrifice when you've already sacrificed two of the top three?
No. See,
Or
like
3
the
of them.
Naruto, people love Naruto a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Naruto does good, then they're going to get the idea of, okay, maybe we could do a Dragon Ball movie like that people like. However,
Dude,
that's what I'm trying
they
to say.
sacrificed Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball literally
Rockefeller, are you trying to troll?
Yes, he is. He absolutely is. Dragon,
Oh, that's
Rockefeller
what
just
Rock
trolls
does.
all the
Yeah,
time.
Rock
No,
trolls.
Dragon
He's
Ball
a massive
Evolution.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
don't
That is
worry
a
about it.
horrible way to troll. That is a horrible way to troll.
But yeah, I mean, this is what we're worried
And
about,
it's
man, because
working.
we saw what they did. We saw what happened. And this is the thing about live action. It's like some things just need to be, just keep it in the anime. You don't have to translate everything. Some things do not translate to live action.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
I said it earlier.
Jiraiya is gonna get absolutely neutered by sensitivity groups. That's just a given because it's made in Hollywood. You're gonna get hit with all these sensitivity things, and you know, you guys were hearing my point earlier. This is where the bad of mainstream comes in because now you have people who claim to be fans of anime, but they want to cut out important elements of it, such as Jiraiya's perversion, which is an important part of his character. And it's gonna be either really, really watered down or it's not gonna be present because you know, to them in Hollywood it's not gonna fly, and that's the problem, you know, with anime mainstream.
There's simple like mainstay things in anime, like how you're just saying, like the perversion, right? So when the perversion happens in like anime, it's like, you know, the blood spurts out of the nose. How can you portray that in American style? Like, what's the American version of blood coming into your nose or whatever? Because that's obviously a very anime trope towards Japanese specifically, or animation, right? Like, what is the American version of that? How would you do that live action? You're just gonna like zoom in on somebody's pants and they get an erection? Like, what are you doing? Like, that it would look terrible.
It's also a cultural thing, I feel, because in Japan, that kind of stuff, perversion, you know,
taboo.
Groping, stalking, exactly. It's a huge problem there, which is why it resonates with people. Over here, you know, we have people just posting OnlyFans like crazy.
Dang, that's
so it's
crazy.
just like, you know, the social.
This shit went. Oh my god. What is this?
Bro said, I got your cash right here. No need to thank me. What is that?
Is that Christopher Hopkins in the background?
Yes, that's Christopher Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins, yes.
Anthony Hopkins. Oh my god, why did I say Christopher? Jesus Christ.
Bro, someone said Tom Holland as Naruto and Zendaya as Sakura, bro. That shit.
No. I can't stand those two. Well, I like Tom Holland, but like I can't stand Zendaya.
No.
Tom Holland's is gonna.
All right, Hollywood is already burnt.
Hollywood
has burnt me for 2 anime, Dragon Ball and Death Note. I'm not doing this one. Nope. Sorry. Love Naruto. Can't do it.
I mean, but that's the problem, Stacy. A lot of the hardcore anime fans will be against it, but again, we talked about, you just saw that picture of Anime Expert. There's so many normies who just got into it. They're willing to compromise. They're willing to say like, okay, I'll accept it. You know,
they're gonna do a Gundam, a Netflix Gundam.
Oh yeah,
movie.
that one's gonna get it too, and that's again, you know,
they got Cindy Sweeney now.
You know, yeah, that's a good draw, but again, it's, you know, that's the upside and the downside of, you know, growing your brand. If it's mainstream, you can get more eyes on. You can get more revenue.
Sephiroth, can you summon the meteor, please?
You slowly start to lose, you know, a lot of, because people are you're just going to start casting a wider and wider net, and people are just going to be more tolerant of that stuff. I think, like you said, Chris, if they can they already got the okay with some race swaps in One Piece. If they can get it with Naruto, there's just no stopping them at this point. And Destin Daniel Cretton's about to have a hit with Spider-Man, so that's just, you know, that's just a good look on his resume.
Listen, there's only one good live action anime, and it's Rurouni Kenshin. Watch.
Yes, you might be right with that, because that one actually is pretty decent. Like, there's a couple that are not that great.
I think they had like 3 movies.
Part, it's very good. No, it's like 6 or there's like 5 or 6 of them.
There's 5.
Creasel count them out right now. There's like at least 5 of them, I think. There's a lot.
I got all 5 of them.
Yep.
Whoa,
same.
man, you got the whole box set, man.
Yeah, there's a whole thing. There's a whole thing of them.
So
They've been out for a minute.
This is the prequel.
Nobody knows about them. You know what? That would go under a the first chart that you put out there, which is like, hey, this is actually good versus how the popularity is. The popularity of these isn't known, but they are actually very good for their live action versions. Rurouni Kenshin, but it's because it's a samurai story. So that would be a good one to put on there.
Got it, man.
Yeah, I think because Rurouni Kenshin
in the chat, I saw someone mention Sydney Sweeney as Tsunade.
I'm down.
Jesus Christ!
Like I saw someone.
You won't get me to say no.
Okay. I got a question for the.
If that happens, there's gonna be so many hand checks in theaters, man.
I got a question for the panel. I feel, even Kishimoto said a long time ago, I don't know if they're going to hold by this, but he was like, he said, I think Sasuke, out of the original cast, Sasuke might be the only one that can be Asian American. He said, like, Naruto could be probably, like, American or European. Same with Sakura. What are we thinking for, like, the races of the character? Because I feel like Naruto's kind of ambiguous with it.
Just make all three of them Japanese.
Yeah, like you don't even need to think about this. I know they will. Because they said they're doing a worldwide casting call, so it's going to be all over the world that they're casting these guys. But they don't have to, man. Look, just make them all Japanese. Call it a day.
There's your diversity.
This might be a hot take, but whenever I watch a Japanese like animation in general, my immediate assumption, whether they have different colored eyes, different colored hair, whatever, is that they're all Japanese. This is just the version of what they would like to look like as if they were Japanese people.
Yeah.
Does that kind of make sense? Like, I'm just like, okay, this is just, the cool guy with the weird hair, the cool guy that happened, and more likely they're mixed or whatever, but they're still all Japanese or whatever culture they're from. Like based on wherever the anime is at. That's how I always see it, unless they specifically say, like DA was saying with Kaiju number 8, there's like the girl who's like from America, right? Like she's a really powerful girl.
Yeah,
I can't remember her name right now. She's like, oh, I'm half Japanese, half American, but she's from America, and then she comes over there and she's like, the second strongest person out there or some shit. I can't remember her name right now. You know her name.
I know what you're talking about.
But it's like they may, and so she has blonde hair, blue eyes, like she's all American looking. Other than that, every time I see a character in a Japanese anime and they have different colored whatever, I just think for one, that's just standout characteristics, basically to distinguish different characters. And then the other thing is like, yeah, maybe you have different ancestry, but you're all Japanese. Like that's how I've always looked at it.
They color their hair. They do things like that all the time.
Yeah, unless they say it specifically, then I'm like, you're all Japanese or you're all Chinese, whatever the anime is from, or mangua, whatever. I just associate it like that. I don't immediately assume because you're blonde hair, blue eyed that you're Japanese. I literally don't. What is his name? Yeah, you're just standing out.
It's crazy. It's funny we brought up stage plays earlier because this is the Naruto stage play from 2017. This is the cast. Look, like I think if you just cast them like this,
just cast all of them.
Yeah,
and they look good.
Just give me these guys.
That's all the same dude in a different. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Like.
God damn it, Cyfax.
They look great. I would just
until you look at it and you're like, it might be just them. It might be one person.
And they're all Japanese. And look, that was from 2017. Yeah, that's all they got to do, man. Just go cast some Japanese actors. If you're gonna do it right. If you're gonna adapt a live action Naruto, and there's no just get it right. Just get it right.
We don't need another Ghost in Shell experience with Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, you're all hired. You only got to pay one actor, just a bunch of wigs, dude.
Right.
I saw your video yesterday.
You saw my video.
Somebody agreed with me. Somebody agreed with me in chat.
Because it's Hollywood and because they did the global search, if you had to say which character do you think they're gonna race swap first? What's like the most prominent they can get away with before fans?
Probably Sasuke. Probably Sasuke. If they had to pick one,
are they gonna race swap Sasuke? Dude, that would be crazy.
Nah, I think they're gonna get them all Japanese or whatever.
I think they'll do them all Japanese, but if they had to pick
Possibly,
one, they would probably pick Sasuke.
It'll either be Sasuke
or Shikamaru.
I think it could be Sasuke, Neji, or Shino. They'd race swap. Oh God! Oh wow! Yeah. Oh man.
That'd be funny if they make Shikamaru black. Because he doesn't want to do anything,
bro.
Oh God, dude! Imagine what Tamari would be like. Imagine what Tamari would be like if they try to race swap her.
Definitely Latina.
Imagine if she had to find her power in her boot and her work boots, man. It'd be a problem.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Name. What's up?
If they race swap Sasuke, they're gonna make if they race swap Sasuke to black, they're gonna say that it's gang related violence, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that one.
God.
All right, this is one that we talk about this all the time. Piracy. Well, the HiAnime case, 7 pirates were arrested months after the anime piracy giant goes down. So I don't know if you guys saw this. This was out there. The people behind the HiAnime have been arrested in Vietnam. Authorities have arrested 7 people connected to HiAnime and other piracy websites. And
bro,
there you go, man.
Bro,
there's your straw hats. All right.
That's my uncle.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, that's my
this
uncle.
is so wrong.
Dude, name. Why are you wearing glasses in 3 different pictures?
Bro,
what is happening?
That's not me. That's not me. That's my uncle.
It's like, this
Name got glasses on right now. What do you mean?
I think these.
Is that how you're hiding?
I think one of these guys may be your cousin.
Are you the 8th? Are you the
Bro,
8th person? Because everything
uncle,
needs
bro.
to be even numbers.
Name's uncles is out here pirating everything in sight. Look, here's the thing. We all know that piracy
number 2.
Piracy it plays an important role in the lives of anime fans because there's a lot of anime that you can't watch without the efforts of the pirates. There's a whole lot. However, it's illegal. All right, we will all accept that it's illegal to pirate. However, HiAnime also built a great platform. Besides the legalities of it all, they built an actual platform that people enjoyed going back to again and again and again. They liked the service they were getting, not just the free anime, but the user interface. All right, there was a lot that HiAnime had.
The comments were.
Here's the question I got: would you just hire these guys? I mean, instead of arresting them, I would bring them in. If I'm like, let's say HiDive. HiDive should be like, hey,
why is your site so popular? Like, hire them in. Like, dude, okay, so just as someone who used this site, as I'm sure a couple of us have before, let's say
half the audience is
allegedly,
yeah.
Allegedly.
But
allegedly.
they had like 2 great features, which was skip intro and skip outro. So if you wanted to powerhouse something, so once you watch the first, so every time I watched the anime, I would always watch the intro one time so I can hear it. Every new season, so I could hear it.
They got that on Crunchyroll though. Crunchyroll even got that.
No. Well, no. It's not just skip intro, but it's auto. It's auto. So like you can just leave it on.
Okay.
It's auto. It's auto skip. It's auto skip it. So I was like, what a great feature while you're just obviously pirating a bunch of bullshit, and you're just. I mean, when you think about it, you're watching basically 15 to 16 minute episodes because they're just boom, 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 boom. They're shotgunning them at you real quick, and they just speed right through.
Not that I know how this website works.
Yeah. It's definitely definitely. I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah,
but
we're just speculating.
But it's like that. This is the thing, though, is like one of the best services out there is obviously Netflix when it comes to streaming and stuff like that, right? But they literally copyrighted their version of stuff. That's why when you go to other sites and or other streaming stuff, their menu is like trash.
Yeah, the user interface.
The interface is garbage.
Absolutely.
They copyrighted it, so no one can actually use it. So like no one can actually use that. And so every time you go to any of these other apps, they're all garbage. So
I would bring these guys in. What do you guys think?
These guys
I know
are great.
Cypex agrees. I would bring these dudes
100%
in. I would hire them. I would bring them in, and I would say, "Hey, help us fix the anime service that we're providing." Like HiDive. HiDive, it's a legitimate, monetized, website, but not a lot of people have HiDive. Exactly. Yes. So why not? Hey, HiDive. You got 7 dudes right here. Bring them into the, make a part of your tech team or whatever you want to do, but bring these guys in, give them jobs. It's kind of like Frank Abagnale. I don't know if you guys know who Frank Abagnale is from Now You See Me. I don't know if you guys ever remember. Or no, not that. What was the name of the movie? Leo DiCaprio played him. Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can. He was a fraudster, all right? He was playing doctors. He was pretending, Frank Abagnale, he was pretending to be a doctor. He was pretending to be a pilot. He was pretending to be a doc. I mean, he was doing all of these crazy jobs. He had none of these skills, but he was defrauding people. And what happened is when they finally caught him, the FBI hired this guy. They said, hey, show us how you did what you did, and then that's going to help us be able to catch criminals in the future. So they actually brought him in to be a consultant, and they paid him. I would say, hey, bring these guys in. You don't have to just hang them out to dry. Bring them in. Yeah. Hey, what is it that you guys see that absolutely helps the anime? Like you guys built a successful website, a successful product. Show us. Thank you, Dandelion. Yeah, or Dandy Jaden. Catch me if you can. I would do it exactly the same way, man. Bring in the criminals and help them and have them help you. Go ahead.
I think they are gonna bring them in, but they're just not gonna
think of it like
do it. They're not gonna
like Operation Paperclip.
Yeah, they're not gonna just Operation Paperclip. Yeah. If you know, you know. I think they're just gonna bring these guys in, but they're gonna keep it quiet or whatever because they don't want nobody to think that this is okay type of thing.
Yeah, because we did a stream a few weeks back where we talked about who has the bigger subscriber base, Crunchyroll or Netflix, and then this is the big elephant in the room, the pirate sites, because they're getting way more traffic if you think about it.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think they would bring them in as like a plea deal. It's like, hey, yo, you're either gonna spend a long time in jail or you can just work for us and help us.
Work for Crunchyroll or for Netflix.
Exactly. I think they would take it, but the question of whether we'll actually see progress or improvement, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see because
they're not gonna say anything publicly because I think they'll keep it secret because Crunchyroll knows what it's like to be pirates. I mean,
Yep.
And I'm just gonna say this: they don't want to give these guys to Netflix, so I think Crunchyroll will do whatever they need to do to,
But is it just
it falls in that category of what happens? It falls in that category of like what happens to hackers. Some of the best cybersecurity companies, they find a hacker, they put that guy in jail. And on paper, it sounds like, we'll make you serve out your full term, but they get out early and they end up becoming, like Jay Sims said, cybersecurity consultants. So that's all on the down low. We don't ever hear
That's
about
what
that.
I would do.
We just hear about that.
That's exactly what I would do.
But again, like I said, whether or not they're actually going to be used or if they're just going to be held, kind of captive as pawns, like, Chris said, so that Netflix can't get to them because, when they're operating the site, it's all, they call the shots. They can make whatever improvements they want, but if they're working for Crunchyroll, they're probably going to have to go against management and grain to get ideas approved. And, if you've worked in anything at all, getting approval, having to go through all these parties, it's a really big hassle. And it often impedes improvement or any sort of just advancement. So they can bring them in and they probably will, but whether or not they'll actually change.
They'll never tell us because, because
I love this picture, man.
For every website that goes down, there's always a new one or whatever. That I'm just gonna say it like that. They're not gonna stop it. It's like
no, it's too big an operation, bro.
Yeah,
I know, bro. It's like, hey, why I gotta be Nami? It's like, why y'all make me Nami, man? Why y'all do me like that?
Bro, I like how the one in the middle, he's just smiling. You know, he just did it for the love of the game, bro. 'Cause
Oh,
I know, like,
hell
some of
no.
these guys, they run ads, you know, so like they're trying to make profit out of this. But look at that guy
Oh
smile,
my
bro. He was doing it for the
God.
love of the game, bro. Look at him. Like, he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah, you got me, bro.
He said, "You got me. I did it. I ain't mad. I ain't mad that y'all caught me." Oh wait, hold on. Okay. All right, let's move on. We got more topics here, guys. Thank you very much for your patience. I already talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about it again. Kagurabachi. I love the first 20 minutes of Kagurabachi season 1. It was fire. It was great. The emotion in this episode is incredible. You are gonna love Kagurabachi. It drops in April. This is on Shonen Jump News. Kagurabachi by Kateru Hokazono has revealed life-to-date sales data for its volumes. All right, up through July 5th of 2026, and you can see it right there. Volumes 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Those are insane numbers, man. This thing is selling its ass off, and it's only how long is when did Kagurabachi come out originally, name?
I'm not sure. 2022, 2023. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, look that up.
It's really recent.
It ain't been long,
bro. I understand the glaze now. People were saying, all these editors, all these mangakas, they're saying this is gonna be the next big thing. This is gonna be the face of Shonen Jump for the future. I understand it, bro. I'm a Bachi bro now, bro. I see the vision, man. 2023, September 2023.
So just not even 3 years, and it's doing these type of
2
numbers.
years.
2.5 years. Like 3 years will be in September, so in a couple of months. But it is doing insane numbers, man. These are incredible. I'm looking so forward to get, like, the only thing that made me mad, like I said, when I got the books is I got them out of order. I got like 4, 6, and 7. 8's coming up. Volume 8 is coming up in, I think, August. So we're gonna get volume 8 in August. So, but this is just 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can see the numbers. This is incredible for sales data.
And
I'm looking forward to Kagurabachi,
bro. I might have to join you, D. I might have to start buying it because when I was researching this, just in case you wanted to talk about it more, I was looking at some of the art, some of the stuff, dude. It's crazy. Episode 1, that scene that we thought was a manga panel, it was a manga panel. Oh baby, oh my god, bro, it was such a great, and we can't say much about it because we want to keep the hype, but what we saw, like no spoilers, it was good. I think it's a strong contender for anime of the year next year. It's gonna crash all the sites for sure. I think episode 1, and I think it's gonna have really good momentum. I know next year's it's got a lot of strong competition, but I think this is the new kid on the block. It's got a lot of heart. He's got something to prove. Dude, just look at these covers, man. Like, come on. Wouldn't you want to read this, dude? Like,
Chris, have you heard of Kagurabachi, bro?
No, I have not. I have not heard about it, but it sounds interesting. Yeah.
The entire the first episode, you're immediately locked in.
Yeah.
All right.
And they only showed us 20. They showed us 20 minutes of an hour. The first episode is going to be an hour premiere, and it was already crazy, dude. Once it kicks into like the second half of the 20 minutes, it was out of control, bro. It was a John Wick movie.
Okay, so it's Kagurabachi. Yeah. Okay, I'm
Kagurabachi. Yes, it's look this. I cannot wait, man. Go ahead.
I have the Viz manga page of it up right now. For those of you who don't know, as a young boy, Chihiro trains every day under his father to become a swordsmith. Although different in temperament, the two spend peaceful days laughing and working together, but tragedy strikes one day. Now, Chihiro burns with hatred and sets out to exact revenge. Following clues left behind by a ruthless Yakuza organization, Chihiro confronts the Hisaku, a deadly group of sorcerers that may be behind his father's murder. Just a little bit of a backstory for you guys.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, man. I loved it.
Bro,
Absolutely.
DA, you know that
absolute cinema. That first episode was absolute cinema.
Dude, that actor is actually crazy, bro. When we were at the panel, because he came out, he was one of the guys that were like, a part of the Q&A. Dude, he was like joking, he was like laughing and all that. And then like when you see his work in the episode, the switch is crazy. And I think he's a rising star. He's only had one starring role so far, but come this fall season, he's gonna have another starring role in an anime, and he's gonna have this next year. I think he's one of those guys that is just he's working his way up. I think this is gonna be putting a lot of eyes on him, so I'm really excited. He seemed like a really cool dude.
Hey, look, this is why we do what we do, because we share information out there. Half the shit y'all talking about, like when you guys are throwing out anime at me, oh, DA, you need to watch this. It's like, bro, I've never heard of that. What is that? I've never heard of that. Anime is so wide and so vast. There's so much anime out there and manga out there. You'll never catch it all. So come hang out with us on Anime Nights. There's always going to be something that you've never heard of because we got some deep cut otakus like Brandon and like MMA Crease King and like Name and Sci-Fax and Stacy that honestly, there's no way you could keep up with all the anime that's out there. There's no way. All right. You will there's some hidden gem out there that you will absolutely fall in love with that you've never heard of. Okay. And maybe Kagurabachi is one of them. But we'll mention things all the time. It's just stuff that comes up. We're just regular dudes like y'all. And we're just going to say, hey, I heard about this. This sounds like it's going to be pretty good. Let's check it out. And that's basically what the point of our show is. It's just to kind of talk about anime in just a real way. Yeah, we'll cover topics, but honestly, we're just going to be talking about shit that maybe some of you guys have never heard of. We're going to bring up stuff that's interesting to us. Stacy, I want to start doing every week. I want to start doing Stacy. Give us a manga pull because Stacy goes and he finds manga. Show us your manga pull. Show us what you're working with. Show us what you've been starting to research and what you're digging into. And then we'll start covering that because Stacy, every week, he always has something interesting. So I want to start doing that as well. So Stacy, I'm putting you on the clock, bro. All right. Make sure you have something for us in the upcoming weeks.
Bro.
Anyway.
That Kagurabachi, bro. I got that Japanese volume, bro.
That first volume.
They publishing it's way ahead in Japanese, but
there you go.
I think even where you're gonna get up to, I think there's some crazy stuff already, dude. I got spoiled, unfortunately, because of the research, but man, if they do this right, it might be a generational season 1, man. It's
going to be generational. I have a feeling because the first episode was incredible. And yeah, I'm pumped, man. I am absolutely pumped up for it. All right, let's keep going. All right, we got a couple of more things we got to talk about. We always talk about industry news here. Some folks don't like it. Some of y'all do like it. But we talk industry news because we want to keep up with what's going on in the anime industry. Demon Slayer producer Aniplex unveils global strategy under new chief Nishimoto Shu. It is important to preserve the essence of Japanese creativity. I think we can all agree with that.
Amen to that, brother. Amen.
Yep.
We all want Japan to be at the forefront of anime. We don't want it to be Western entertainment. Oh, Japan needs to take a back seat to everything that we're doing in the West. No. We want the West to fall to the backside and for Japan, for Tokyo, for anime to remain supreme in all of this. That's what we want. So basically what this guy is saying, and I'll just kind of truncate it in a nutshell. Essentially what he's saying is they're going to expand on anime, but, and here's the thing you got to be careful with because anime is a big export. They're basically going to start getting more involved with the global distribution, with the merchandising, with games, with live action adaptations. That's another thing that he mentions in this, live action adaptations, and any way that they can expand their intellectual properties beyond anime. So you start thinking, okay,
guarantee you they're gonna have a Demon Slayer live action. Guarantee you.
They already have. They got the stage play. The stage play actually looks really good.
Wouldn't doubt it. Would not doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just gonna, and to me, I hate saying this, but it's kind of what Hollywood does. They get a IP and they say, hey, let's hit it from every angle. All right, we're going to try to do an animated version of this. We're going to try to do a live action version of this. Let's try to merchandise this as many places as we can with books and TV, like, cartoons and everything.
Games,
we're going to do games. We're going to do video games, all of that.
Yep, they strip mine any like creative endeavor for all it can give it.
I mean, it's hard to blame them because,
yep.
I mean, it is like an IP. It's like, okay,
it is a business. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a business at the end of the day. They gotta make money.
Yeah, and as anime is expanding, like, can you really blame them? Like, okay, anime is expanding. We're getting bigger. They're watching anime in Africa. All right, they're finding every corner of the globe to watch anime. All right, let's expand it everywhere.
Bro, we covered it a few weeks ago. India, bro. We know how India's got questionable living conditions. They're expanding into India.
Yeah, the Crunchyroll CEO is Indian. He's like, hey, we need an India anime. And look, we just got what's the Jagodar? That was
that's the Muslim anime, bro.
Yeah, we got Muslim anime.
Bro, Muslim anime. We were just watching that in that room, bro. It was like we were just looking at it, giving each other the side eye because it was just like they're talking like crazy Muslim propaganda, bro. Like, and we were just like, "Ayo, is this good?" Like,
but everybody's into it, and so everybody's now trying to find their little corner of anime that they can rock with. And this guy's like, "Cool, we'll give it to you. Okay, you want anime in your language." You want anime with your characters or with your culture? You got it. And so that's basically what Aniplex is talking about. They're going to try to merchandise anime as much as they can. And you got to start asking questions. Okay, when is enough? Because he's also saying that we got to keep it Japanese. All right. And so if it's like a manga, he's saying that the mangaka is going to still be involved creatively. So they're not just going to abandon the mangaka and say, hey, man, we just doing our own thing. No, we're not going to, abandon him. He's going to come in. He's going to be a part of the creative team, But at the same time, it's like, hey, man, if you're like kind of pushing this out into other cultures and other places, is the desire to try to cater to what they want in order to sell it, in order to make it big in this particular region, it's going to be there. They're not going to be able to avoid that because the money is there, So I don't know what you guys think about that. Give me your thoughts.
I have a really quick one. So I may be misremembering this, but I went to one of the premieres at Anime Expo. It was called Reborn as a Space Mercenary. It's like a space isekai that's going to come out in the fall. But before that panel, before they showed us the show, they had a Q&A, and the host was actually Aniplex's, I forgot what is it, his global global strategy marketing officer, and it was a white guy who could speak Japanese. So, they're already expanded. They've already expanded. They already have global reach per se. So it's really a question of whether these guys are willing to meet them in the middle of the road, or if they're just going to be dictating everything going on. Like, if that guy's just telling them, actually, no, you don't know what you're doing. I know what these Western audiences want. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. I hope they really stand their ground, because for me, some of the most interesting anime are really, really rooted in Japanese history, culture, and mythology. Like, Demon Slayer is a big one. That one has really, really close ties to.
Did we lose him?
I think we did. Name, are you there? Oh, there we go.
I'm here. Yeah, and I was just
you froze up for a second, man.
I was just saying, you don't have to know anything about it, but through it, there's a potential for you to find love for it, for Japanese culture and like be interested in that era. So I think if they keep doing all these wacky, very culturally specific things, eventually they're gonna hit something. And like you said, D, they're gonna have avenues and places where they're gonna have to make compromises for the global audience. But for me, I think where their storytelling is the strongest is when they just don't care about the broader picture. They just focus on what's in front of them.
Yep. What do you think about it, Kreese?
I mean, it's just it's the as much as I want to gatekeep, as much as we want, it's this is bound to happen. Like so, like you said, as soon as anime became mainstream, that's when the businesses when more money's getting thrown at you, you're bound to have to make these type of decisions for it to keep on going. So it's the inevitable, like it's gonna happen or whatever. I mean, if like they basically say, hey, you throw enough dollars in front of us, we'll make any anime that you want to, like what you want to be, what you need me to be today, basically.
Yep.
So
Chris, building on your point really quickly and going back to like a previous conversation, back in the day, the only anime merch you could find was like a really shittily, PNG of the fucking anime's poster on like a garbage shirt. Nowadays, you have luxury brands collabing with anime to create merchandise. So, like you said, the money's involved. Now that the money's involved, you just can't stop it, man. Everyone wants to.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, you really can't stop anything from. Again, it's global. It's not just in America. It's all over the world. It's in South America. Or America is America. It's in Europe. All right. It's all throughout Asia. You see anime everywhere. And again, we just got through showing, and look, I'll go back to it. Anime Expo, biggest convention right now going, in my opinion, like anywhere in the nation, like this is one of the biggest conventions you could find. I don't know why I kept swinging it around to me. But I mean, one of the biggest conventions out there, people everywhere, swolled up, stacked up, a ton of people. And this is what anime is now. And yeah, there are some normies, and yeah, there are some tourists, and some of those people will become like hardcore anime fans. Not all of these tourists are just going to be tourists. Look, they had a Beyblade tournament. I was like, Beyblade? Yep, they had this last year. And it's kind of cool. It's like, okay,
they have Beyblade every year, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, man. It's like a little world championship or whatever. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like this is what anime is now, man. Anime is as mainstream as it gets. It's no longer small time, nobody cares. All right. It's just a tiny little no, it's huge. It's humongous. All right. And it's not going nowhere. So the more we, see this, the more Aniplex and Mappa, because Mappa got a big deal with Netflix.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be locked in and saying, hey, how can we spread this far and wide and bring in even more fans to the point where anime becomes watered down? It's just going to become watered down, man. I'm just seeing that. I already see the end from the beginning. It is what it is.
Beginning of after the end? No way.
No, not that. Nah. I'm not talking about that dumbass anime. That's a trash ass anime, man. It's not funny. They think they're funny and they're not funny. It's just dumb. But yeah. So anyway, look, we will be. Go ahead, Name. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I just wanted to say, like, what you've been saying. Even though the Japanese, they've been making a lot of strides recently. The yen is still pretty weak compared to something like USD or the British pound. So, when these guys come in, they have the staying power. They're like, you got to listen to me, or we're gonna pull the funding. So, like you guys said, it's gonna be a struggle, man. We're gonna see a lot of decisions that are gonna be made against a lot of the fans' wills, but because they got the money, because they're in position to say so, all we can do is just complain and hope they listen.
Yep. Look, this was me just standing up at the top of West Hall. Look at this shit, man. This is fucking crazy, man. This is right by that main tunnel where everybody just kind of walks out right here from the South Hall to the West Hall. And it's like this all day, just churning people in and out of this thing. And it's just indicative of how big the anime is. It's never going backwards. All right. We're never going to see it, return back to what it was. It's going to be like this forever. So get used to it, guys. I know a lot of folks don't like it, but Get used to it. It is what it is. All right. That'll do it for us on Anime Nights. We talked about a lot, man. We had a lot of conversation on this one, man. This was a good show. Everybody, thank you very much. Thanks, Cyfax. Thanks, Name. Thanks, MMA Crease King. Thanks, Brandon, the anime guy, who will be hanging out with Crease tomorrow morning. I'm gonna let you get some sleep, Crease, man. You got to get up in a couple of hours, man.
Yeah, sure.
And then, of course, Name, who needs his own channel. But we'll work on
It'll
that.
happen. We're working on it.
We are working on that.
Bro, I was slacking on the homework DA gave me during Anime Expo. I was just having a good time, man.
You're working on that internet
videos.
first, man. Your internet can't even keep up. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, right.
That's true, man.
Look, what do you guys got coming up? Let's start with Name. I mean, no, not Name. Crease. I know you on Anime 101 tomorrow with Brandon. Anything else you got, bro?
Anime. I'm gonna be doing anime side quests with my friend Vagabond and also Sophie. We're just gonna do a pre-recording on that. I'm going to make some cameos on this Conor McGregor fight that I got invited to last minute. So I keep on hearing that I help people make some money. So if I can help you make some money, cool. Mondays and Tuesdays is what's it called? Culture War videos. Wednesdays Ninjas at Night, and then Thursday is the For the Homies podcast. We got some special guests. Can't say yet, but yeah, got some people that we're gonna try to get on. So that's it.
Nice. Everybody get over there, sub to the For the Homies podcast. Let me drop that in there as well. I don't know if we got any mods, but I'm going to drop it in. Thank you, MMA Crease King, for what you do. Cyfax, you got anything coming up this week we should know about?
Well, not specifically for my channel. I might do a sidecast tomorrow, more than likely not, but I was invited to, I believe Angel, the casual reviewer, is doing he is hosting the MMA fight tomorrow. Conor McGregor's coming back for the UFC fight. And
okay. That's right.
Yeah. So that should be sometime tomorrow. I believe it's 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific Standard Time, so my time.
Yeah.
So I believe he's hosting something like that. Also, I believe he's trying to do it to where people can watch through Discord, kind of like we did one of the last ones that we did. Keep an eye out for that. He might be posting some stuff. I'm actually not sure. I'm just hearing about it. So if so, I'll be on there and being an idiot. Yeah, like all I know is I'm an idiot and I'll be betting on it because I like to gamble, and that's always fun. Hey, last time I ended up coming up like almost $200 last time, so I'm good.
You're welcome.
That means I got $200 to waste this time.
Crease was telling you who to pick.
No, well, actually, if I had listened to him, I would have came up actually a lot more. I went the opposite. Until the last one, I dropped 100, and then that guy or whoever that guy was, like, he just fucking pulled he just won out of nowhere kind of deal. Everyone thought he was gonna lose. He was the old dude, the older dude.
Yeah, Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, Gaethje just wrecked the dude, and I won like $300 something, and I was like, oh. Well, shit. There we go.
Cyfax fundraising for his Anime Expo pass already. Goddamn, I gotta get on.
Hey, look, we gonna get everybody there, man. We gonna get everybody there. I want to get badges for the whole crew. All right, if you guys can, you're gonna have a badge. If you can make it, you can make it, but you will have a badge to get in the Anime Expo. I want to make sure everybody on Anime Nights gets one. And then we could just chop it up. We can hang out. It'll be cool and then we'll probably get like a single hotel room where we could just sit down and we could just go over the night. Hey, man, we just watched. Everybody's going to do different things because like what it was with Name had stuff he wanted to do. I got stuff I want to do. Everybody's going to have something different that they want to check out. I want the idea that I got is at the end of the day, we all sit down. You know, we could all have mics and everything. We sitting in the room and we just basically chopping it up and talking about, all right, let's review it. This is what we saw, you know? And so, you know, we might just get a room. Everybody can, you know, crash out or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. But this is something that, you know, I want to do for next year, man, for absolute show. Because I have a great time at Anime Expo. It is a little corporate, but I'd still have fun.
Bro, can we get T in that hotel room with us, bro?
Nah, we ain't getting T, man. T not an anime fan. All right, T just talking shit.
Be saying pause,
we don't need a
pause.
shit talking.
She's gonna be keep on saying pause, pause.
Yeah.
No, but
all right, folks. Go ahead, Nate.
Oh no, I just wanted to say, like DA said, we really needed the manpower. Like, you know, even between the two of us, we were just stretched thin because there's so many different things going on. Like they had Demon Slayer and Kagurabachi going on, and I think ultimately it would have been better for all of us to see Kagurabachi because I think that's you know, we're investing in the future. But you know, that's just like how it was because there's just so many things that we can't hit all of them because you just some of the panels you have to wait before because they don't clear the room.
You got to wait an hour or two, and you're missing out on other stuff. Yeah, no, we get it.
Yeah, exactly.
We get it.
Yeah, but
all right, everybody, have a great rest of your Saturday night. What's left of it? It's about or Friday night. I'm sorry, it's another 11 minutes left if you're on the West Coast. Crease, we'll see you tomorrow on Anime 101. Everybody else, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you on Sunday on the DA's office. Y'all take care, be easy, and thank you for all that y'all do. Thanks for supporting the channel. Peace.
Peace.